Number 14, Easton Anderson. Number 12, Waylon Ayers. Number 30, Oliver Baker. Number 22, Rowan Beaumont. Number 3, Braden Carte. Number 42, Tucker Coakley. Number 65, Nico Detra. Number 21, Nathan Eubanks. Number 6, Silas Geese. Number 72, Gavin Geese. Number 31, Triton Ickes. Number 5, Clayton Johnson. Number 10, Ocean Kissinger. Number 50, Coda Knight. Number 23, Kason Bakary. Number 24, Carl Robinette. Number 34, Hunter Robinette. Number 84, Noah Rogers. Number 52, Wyatt Sweeney. Number 2, Bentley Wilson. And number 11, Brantley Wilson. That's your 5th and 6th grade tackle team. Now for the 3rd through 6th grade flag teams. For the green team, Weston Broom, Josiah Boland, Zayden Hill, Alex Yantes, Baylor Banfield, Ethan Mackley, John Luke Davis, Caden Graham, Preston Tratnick, Ryan Stiers. For the orange team, Wyatt Dolan, Declan Miser, Jackson Cackley, Kyson Port, Chase Port, Chase Delancey, Gabriel Sealock, Ben Norman, Rowan Miser, and Derek Muncie. For the pink team, Max Holdren, Easton Ellison, Barrett Graham, Zeke Hentz, Kendrick Sigmund, Mason Kendall, Shane Lashley, Reeson Stillions, and Kason Jones. For the purple team, Braden Keffer, Killian O'Connell, Isla Ryan, Jace Fouch, Jackson Keith, Aiden Keith, Clay Price, Caden Berger, Lennon O'Connell, Easton Wright, Riker Smith, and Landon Wise. For the silver team, Weston Miles, Abel Hott, Kelly Tracy, Wyatt Allen, Brock Harper, Jensen Huff, Sam Kansky, Brendan Gable, and Nolan Doherty. And for this 1st and 2nd grade athletes, Crimson Armbruster, Callaway Biggs, Corbin Carr, Benji Coblins, Baylor Delancey, Tristan Detra, Anderson Graham, Jameson Hott, Beckett Hickenbottom, Cooper Potts, TJ Seymour, Nolan Tolliver, and Jackson Valentine. Give it up for our mini Colts.
It's football time in East Central Ohio. From ABC Sports and WWKC, Caldwell Cambridge's KC 105. Now it's time to head for the field for tonight's game on WWKC.
Kickin' Country, KC 105.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to high school football tonight on WLE 97.7 and streaming video on YRP TV. It is high school football week 3 as the Bobcats travel to Eugene Capers Field to take on the Meadowbrook Colts. Bill Kafury, John Valentine tonight with the call. Week 3, partner. Hard to believe. Boom, 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 and here we are.
Yeah, the fastest sports season of the year. You experience all 4 seasons during the 10-week period, but man, it goes by so quick for these kids. And but yeah, week 3 already feels like fall the last couple of weeks, which we've been kind of spoiled. Tonight's a little warmer.
It got warm a little bit, at least it is here in the press box, but it's a beautiful night for football, and the rivalry shifted a couple of years ago to early season instead of at the end of the season between these two teams. The Bobcats and the Colts both come in with 0-2 records respectively, but it is the Colts who recently have owned this series.
Yeah, they are on a 2-game winning streak. Cambridge's last win was in 2022. Meadowbrook has the last 2. Prior to that, the longest winning streak was 15 games. By Cambridge from 2000 to 2014. Overall record is in favor of Cambridge 36-14, but as you mentioned, that 14 has been climbing pretty steadily over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I think the Colts have won 5 of the last 6, something like that,
Sounds
maybe
about
7
right.
of the last 9,
Yep.
and they've got things switched around, and it's obviously a fantastic facility here, Eugene Capers Field. They've added on to that the facility behind us with the weight room and multi-purpose facility, so they continue to grow down here and trying to get things started this year after a tough 2-game stretch to start the season.
Well, yeah, when you start off with Tri-Valley and Barnesville back-to-back, you're going to get you're just going to have the work cut out for you, just put it that way. And the Colts knew that coming in. Challenge yourself early, no problem with that. They got back to the Barnesville game, which they've been lacking the last several years. That's a long time standing rivalry game as well. But took it on the chin the last couple of weeks. Actually, we're pretty competitive in week 1 against Tri-Valley. Got away from them the last half of the 3rd quarter and in the 4th. Last week was pretty much dominated by Barnesville, which that's nothing new because Barnesville's been doing that to a lot of people the last few years.
The Bobcats, to turn things around, are in the midst of a historic losing stretch where they have not been able to put it together and pick up a win. I think 22 games in a row that they've lost, and started this season against Indian Creek, unable to get it done then, and a week ago at John Glenn. And again, even though they certainly showed signs of improvement from week 1, they weren't able to keep up with the Muskies.
Going to be a tough road for Cambridge. A lot of youngsters that got some experience last year, but they're still really young, and new coaching staff, new offense, a lot of new faces. But sort of surprising that Cambridge has hung around the last 2 weeks in the first half. They were down only a score to Indian Creek in week 1, and last week against John Glenn had a chance to tie it at the half. And went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and then gave up a touchdown to finish the half down 2 scores. But they were in a competitive situation the first couple halves. Need to put together 2 halves tonight if you want to compete with the Colts.
Well, Coach Gunn and the Bobcats made a decision at the beginning of the season to take a step back, and instead of going to that wide open, let's throw it all over the place offense, they went back to the wing tee. And after the first week, they struggled a bit with the timing of that. A week ago, it showed signs of life, and they had a couple of long drives and scored some touchdowns there, were able to control some clock. So, taking a step in the right direction, but injuries have played their part in that as well.
Yeah, it's tough when you lose your most explosive back and your most explosive playmaker in Tate Sikora. Week 1, he only played the first half against Indian Creek. And last week had some guys get banged up as well. We'll see who comes on the field tonight. But you're right. They were able to sustain some drives against John Glenn and keep the ball away from their offense. They have a couple explosive guys on offense. So that was certainly the game plan going in. And if you're Cambridge, it certainly transitions into week 3. I think that has to be your game plan tonight, too. The only difference is you got to pay it off with some touchdowns at the end of those long time-consuming drives because Meadowbrook can score in a hurry.
Hey, let's go down to the field for the national anthem presented by the Meadowbrook Colts Marching Band and sponsored tonight by Southeastern Ohio Credit Union. Meadowbrook Colts Marching Band, we're going to step out for a moment, and pregame will continue here on 97.7 and YRP TV right after these messages.
Looking to buy land? Do you want say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
Honestly, we've all been there. That place where it's past anxiety, past focus, where even reaching out to your closest friend feels too hard. I'm Crystal Reynolds with Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. We understand how fast those feelings can take over, especially with the stress of work, family, and life. That's why we've opened a mental health urgent care clinic in Cambridge, Ohio, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Come in today. Feel better today. Call us, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Mental Health Urgent Care.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Looking for a quick bite or a convenient stop near Seneca Lake? Visit High Street Seneca in Senecaville, Ohio. We're your local go-to deli and convenience store, serving up fresh, delicious sandwiches, snacks, cold drinks, and everyday essentials. Whether you're fueling up before a day on the lake or grabbing lunch on the go, we've got what you need, just minutes away from the water. Stop in today at 166 South High Street or call 740-685-5954. High Street Seneca, local, fresh, and always convenient.
At Abel's, we're proud that so many people trust our family with their family's home comfort. I'm Russ Abels. For new heating and cooling, you can trust us to save you money with our high-efficiency systems. We're trusted for electrical work, lighting, outlets, generators, complete home electrical service upgrades. We do it all. And you can trust us in an emergency. Whether it's heating, cooling, or electrical repairs, we promise to do the job right. It's what we do for family, and it's what everyone deserves. Trust Abels.
High school football
From ABC Sports
on WWKC Caldwell, Cambridge.
KC 105.
Welcome back to Eugene Capers Field, site of tonight's contest between the Colts and the Bobcats. Bill Kafury, John Valentine here. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight's stream and radio side as well. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Doane Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, and many more that we'll get to. In game tonight, a number of sponsors. Valentine Insurance sponsoring all of our kickoffs. Bicon Services, all of our first downs. J&M Electric, every time a team gets in the red zone, little red zone alert brought to you by J&M Electric. Kemp Insurance will cover our touchdowns and all of our scoreboard updates brought to you by Surgeon Construction. We'll have some replays tonight brought to you by our producer, director, Bryce. Those sponsored by Surgeon Construction. High Street Seneca is our instant video replays. I can't keep this stuff straight, partner. And then post-game tonight, we'll be naming a player of the game for both teams. They'll get a +1 pizza and a power lineman of the game, sponsored by Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op. So let's talk football now. We got business taken care of. We can talk football a little bit. The Colts won the toss. They want to get the defense on the field. They'll defer, let the Cats start with it and hope to get good field position out of that. But the keys for both these teams tonight coming in have to be try to control the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah, that's, pretty obvious just about in every football game. That's the name of the game, right, to a certain degree. But if you're Cambridge, really what we mentioned a little bit earlier is control that line of scrimmage, but running that ball and taking away that clock and taking away opportunities for Meadowbrook to score. They can score quickly, so you want to be able to make sure that you control the line of scrimmage, control the clock, and pay it off when you're done with some touchdowns. If you're Meadowbrook, they've had some sloppy play here and there with some turnovers and some things, some breakdowns in the offensive game plan and a little bit on defense as well. So take a breath, relax, play your game, and certainly, as you mentioned, control the line of scrimmage for them, put the ball in the end zone, and put Cambridge, behind the 8 ball, because it's going to be harder for them to score as the game goes on if they have a big deficit.
Well, I know I'm a year or two older than you, and I remember the wing tee very well. Back when everybody played that. Now hardly anybody does the wing tee.
Yep.
How hard is it for a high school team to prepare for something like the wing? We used to say that about the spread. Oh, man, this team runs the spread. How do you get ready to defend that in 1 week when only a couple of teams did it? Now it's the opposite of that. You've got a team that comes out and they run a lot of misdirection. They're trapping all the time. And got guys pulling. It's a lot different look defensively.
And the good news for Meadowbrook is they play Coshocton every year as well. And Coshocton has run that when you played. I know you're only a couple years older than me.
Since the inception of football,
since
I believe.
They made it out of leather. So they have that experience. So that's not going to be a big learning curve for them. However, typically a newer team, the first time you see that wing tee, that first half is usually a little bit suspect. It takes you a while to kind of get used to it, reading your keys, reading the guards, seeing who's moving and who's pulling, that kind of thing. Typically in the second half you start to gather that experience. I don't think that's going to be an issue for Meadowbrook tonight because of their past experience playing mostly against Coshocton.
Bobcats on the road tonight at 0-2, trying to snap a long losing streak against cross-county rival the Meadowbrook Colts. Cambridge wearing their road whites tonight, low blue trim. The Colts at home with black uniforms and got the silver and orange trim on there as well. The Colts kicking off here to get things started. All our kickoffs tonight sponsored by Valentine Insurance for the Bobcats. Trayshawn Shaver back deep. He took one to the bank last week. Good speed back here. And the Colts a little bit of a scramble kickoff here. They're going to lay the ball on the ground. So the Cats have 10 guys up a little bit closer. So just about ready to get week 3 underway. Ball actually not placed on a tee, JB. They got it sideways, so you don't know what might happen here. And it will be just a short squib taken by Damian Shaw at the 35. And He's going to get out across the 40. And there's a late flag right on the very first play. A little hand-to-hand, and then for the Colts, it looked like Conley Dyer went after a Bobcat, actually chased him down and shoved him from behind. So that's going to be a 15-yarder just to get things going. The Bobcats will cross midfield with that. And that's always, we didn't mention much about the emotion of this game. That has always been an element.
Oh, yeah.
Guys get in here, and they got cousins playing and you know, people that they've known forever.
Right.
And you want to go out and kind of show them who the boss is, right?
Well, yeah, especially when you're in a historic losing streak like Cambridge is. But, yeah, that's always part of the game. And typically that happens early on and sometimes late. But, yeah, early on in these games, you typically see some laundry on the field.
A.J. Lawrence will go under center for the Bobcats, out of the wing tee. Slot to the left wing to the right side. Handoff straight ahead. Marshall Lashley will get the first carry tonight, and not much right in the middle of that defense. Looked like Will Smalley might have got a little bit of that tackle as the Bobcats picked up 2 on the play. But probably for Cambridge in this situation already at the 43-yard line, you may be thinking 4 downs right here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility, especially, again, when you're 0-2 and behind the 8 ball. You got to make something happen.
Lawrence again with deep motion by Shaw, hands it off, right side. And again, the fullback for the Bobcats, Marshall Lashley, slants off a right tackle. He'll pick up about 4 or 5 more and make it 3rd and 4. As long as you're getting positive yards in this offense, you can probably take some chances on 4th down.
Yep, and again, with the offense that they're running, with a lot of that misdirection, those 4th down plays become key. And when you only need a yard or 2, Marshall Lashley, man, he is a tough runner. He can get them for you.
Cedar, Clendenning, Sills, Myers, the front 4. Now into a front 3. Play action. Lawrence rolls to his left, trying to get to the corner. Can't get squared up and get rid of it, and he's going to lose yardage. Blake Lappert. Big play coming off the edge. Did not let Lawrence make that turn. He had a guy quick coming out of the backfield, but couldn't square up to throw it. Tried to break, contain, could not. Will lose yardage all the way back to the 45, and the Bobcats now will punt the ball away. Mason Tedrick comes in. Braylon Lowry back deep, stands inside the 20-yard line. Cats have had some problems on special teams, particularly with the snap out of this play. Good snap this time. Tedrick steps into it, low spiral. Lowry takes it on the run and is immediately wrapped up inside the 20. A host of Bobcat jerseys there. Like the first one down that time might have been Caden Ryan. So no score. Colts take over 9:43 left here in the opening period, and they'll start this drive from their own 20-yard line, I believe.
Looks like it. I saw a flag on the field, but they must have.
Or was that supposed to be
picked that up?
Supposed to be
supposed
a bag,
to be a bean bag instead.
Bag?
Yeah.
Hey. The Colts get their wish, a 3 and out. So the offense trots on. Michael Ray, Braden Black, Lappert, McManaway out of the backfield, and they'll go out of the gun here and spread the field 5 wide, 3 to the right for Mike Ray. With motion across, he'll fake it and keep it straight ahead. Big gain. First down and more across the 35-yard line. All of our first downs tonight brought to you by Bicon Services, and the Colts pick one up on one play.
Yeah, Michael Ray can throw it and he can run it. He's their leading rusher coming in with 100 yards, averages 4 yards a carry. So he has more rushing attempts than anybody else on the team. So that's not going to be a surprise.
Colts got behind in both those games and didn't stick to their game plan, but with motion across, they'll hand it off this time. Coming all the way across that time was Braden Black, and Black will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's the one thing when you're coming across with that deep motion, it's tough to plant and get up the field. He'll lose about 4.
Yeah, if a defender gets the right angle and can sneak in there to get you, it's quite frequently a loss of yardage.
Quick snap throw. That one's complete. Blake Lappert again up the sideline, break, tackles down the sideline to the 40. Foot race, and he'll be taken down from behind. Lappert down to the Bobcat 20-yard line before he's taken down by Michael McHale. But the Colts into that red zone, sponsored by J&M Electric.
43-yard gainer by Lappert, really just him breaking some tackles and finding some open space.
They got the numbers on the outside that time. 3 plays, 2 first downs, and the Colts in that red zone. Black in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, veer it off the left side. Flags come in right on the line of scrimmages. Black will work his way down close to another first down, but let's see what that flag is. And as he got to the edge, somebody with the hold on the outside will back the Colts up. They've already dealt with one penalty tonight successfully, and this one on the offensive side.
Yeah, typically when you see that big of a hole going around the end, there's a reason why. As I was yelling at the TV last night, the poor Cowboys had a couple holding penalties that were not called and led to some Eagles scores. Not that I'm bitter or anything.
Yeah, I noticed you took the Cowboy colors off. That's a sure sign right there.
That's week 1. The season's over already.
Yeah. 10-yard penalty makes it 1st and 20 now, all the way back out to the 30. No scores. The Colts attack here. Toss to the right. Trying to get to the edge is Lowry. He will. That is Aiden Farrell, actually, and he'll take it down the right sideline to the 1.5-yard line. First down and goal to goal. Boy, just nothing but a toss sweep. The Colts executed it up front very well, and Farrell turned on the Jets. Tried to dive to that pylon, didn't quite get in. So Black back in the ball game. He'll check into the backfield. Offset right of Mike Ray. High snap. Ray will take it himself and on into the end zone from a yard out.
Michael Ray.
So the Colts 80 yards in just 5 plays, and a 1-yard run gets them on the board first.
And that's Michael Ray's second rushing touchdown of the season. He does have a few through the air, but that's his second on the ground.
On for the extra point attempt, Haley Arnold.
Haley Arnold to attempt the PAT.
Lowry with the hold. Snaps low, but he got it down, and the kick is up, and it is good. 7:54 left in the opening period. Colts jump on top 7-0. We'll take a quick break. Back in 30 seconds here at Eugene Capers Field right after these messages.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
At Eugene Capers Field, and the scoreboard has changed. Brought to you by Surgeon Construction. All of our scoreboard updates. 7-0. Colts with a 1-yard run. Mike Ray. And now another Valentine Insurance kickoff after our Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown, right? This one booted deep. Shaver chased it down, got a hand on it, knocks it down, and picks it up at the 10. Fakes it up the sideline, and then goes the long route across the field. And Farrell will hustle down there and make that play all the way back at the 10-yard line. A lot of inexperience for the Bobcats in some of these positions, and it shows on a play like that rather than taking it up the sideline and getting what you can. Trying to go across the field, partner, you better be really fast.
That's going to be tough to do. Yeah, especially when you muff it, right? You don't catch it, it hits the ground, and it takes more time away. Your timing off. Grab it and go as fast as you can and get as many as you can straight ahead.
Lawrence under center, 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 11. Deep motion, handoff Lashley, left side, big hole, pops it through into the secondary, and one man to beat.
Lashley on the carry, Arnold on the stop.
And Arnold makes the stop If he doesn't make it, maybe nobody does. Brady Arnold.
Yeah, we do have a flag on
stop, and there is a flag.
field.
But they haven't moved the downs markers yet, but it looks like they're going to now.
I didn't see the initial call, but it's only a 5-yarder, or maybe it was a face mask, and I don't know what the heck that was.
First down for the Bobcats, and all of our first downs again brought to you by Bicon Services. Their first of the night out at the 27-yard line. Option play to the right. Lawrence with a fake, keeps it himself, cuts back, has about 8, maybe 9 yards. And A.J. Lawrence. And I was going to say maybe he got 10, as the linesman said, move those sticks.
Yep.
Back-to-back first downs for the Cats, brought to you by Bicon Services. And just like that, the Cats have a little movement going on here.
Yeah, Meadowbrook's defense gave up a lot of yardage to Barnesville and to Tri-Valley in the first 2 weeks. So Cambridge feels pretty confident they can move the ball on the ground against the Colts.
7:11 left in the opening period. Colts lead at 7-0. Bobcats back-to-back first downs on the move here at their own 37. Lawrence straight ahead. Lashley off the right tackle, and he'll pound his way out just shy of the 40-yard line. Got about 2 on that play.
Lashley's 4th carry for 19 yards so far.
Pretty tough going at the middle of this Colt defense. They are employing a 3-man defensive front tonight. 5 linebackers behind them. So tough to get outside them. Deep motion. Handoff on the sweep coming around to Loffman, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lots of black jerseys there. The orange helmets outnumbered the white there. Lappert at the bottom of that pile. And the Cats now backed up will face 3rd and call it 8.
Yeah, these are the plays where you have to utilize the legs of A.J. Lawrence. Get him in that run-pass option outside of the pocket.
He's a lot like Jalen Hurts. He drops back to pass a lot, but he ends up running.
Yeah, sure.
So 3rd and long, Cats will spread the field 5 wide, 3 to the right of Lawrence. He'll roll that way, get outside the pocket, look down the field, fire one deep, jump ball down there, and the Colts are going to come down with it. Farrell out jumping the defender. No flags on the play, and that INT is going to stand up. Probably better than a punt, though, because he got it down at about the 19-yard line. You never think about it at the time about, hey, just bat that baby down and go the other way. But
right.
It's an INT for the Colts. First turnover of the night. And they will take over, leading 7-0 with 5:38 left in the opening period. And again, backed up at their own 19-yard line. Didn't slow him down last time as he went 5 plays to score against the Cats. They'll spread the field here. And a stoppage. Hold on here. No flags, but an official's timeout.
The officials didn't blow the play in, ready for play, and when he did, Meadowbrook thought that was the snap count, and they all jumped. So the official was a nice guy and said, no, we'll start this over.
That's on me.
That's right.
Hand off in the backfield, straight ahead goes Black, out across the 20. Raider King. And Lashley among those on the stop for the Bobcats. Only a couple yards gained that time. And the Colts right back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Fired it out to the right side. That's going to be completed. And up the sideline goes the Colts. Jacob Burris. And he put a little shake and bake move on and got enough for the first down out over the 30. But they're going to, there's a flag.
There is.
Right back on the sideline here.
Yep. Yeah, he threw it right, basically right when Burris caught the pass. The lead blocker was out there. I don't know if it was a hold or maybe a legal man downfield.
Looked like he might have gave the holding signal. So from the spot of the foul, drops him back to the 16-yard line. And replay the down. So second down at about 13 for the Colts. They've had a penalty in both of their drives here early tonight.
And Ray wanted to get that ball to Burris right away, but maybe he didn't have a real good grip on the ball and he kind of hesitated. But, man, a couple seconds later, he was still wide open, so he did get it to him eventually.
Toss sweep, left side. Farrell looking for the cutback this time, and not much there. Got about 4 or 5, but 3rd and long now for Meadowbrook. 4:40 and counting with a 7-0 lead, trying to keep this drive alive from their own 21. Movement up front. Bobcats got pulled into that neutral zone, and that's going to be an easy 5 as Ray changed the count of that time. So instead of 3rd and long, a 3rd and short situation.
Yeah, now it's an easy play for Ray to use his legs and have a lead blocker move right ahead.
Back to pass, under pressure, flips it out and over the head of Farrell. Got planted in the backfield. Heavy pressure coming off the edge that time. I think, is that Reeser? No, that was Raider King coming on the blitz. And he got there about the same time that Ray tried to get rid of the ball, so he certainly had an effect on that play, and it's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Kind of surprising in that play call. If you're, 4th and 3, boy, with those legs that Ray has, I think I'd use
running
those.
the ball.
Sure.
Glendenning on to punt the ball away. Kissinger back deep for the Bobcats, floating snap, but a low line drive that gets taken by Shaw, one of the up at the 50. And he'll get it up maybe near the 45. That was a line drive, little end over end that Damian Shaw came up with. They gave the Bobcats, once again, an excellent field position.
Yeah.
Cats have had 3 possessions now. 2 of them have started at the Colt 45-yard line.
Yeah, couldn't take advantage of the first one. See what they can do here to sustain a drive a little bit more. Was it 3 and out that first time they had it at the 45?
3 and out. Here they'll start once again at the Colt 45-yard line, down 7-0 with 4:12 left in this opening period.
Well, to come away with a stop there, if you're Cambridge, you got to feel pretty good, considering Meadowbrook just went 80 yards on their first possession and hit pay dirt. Feel good about that defensive stop.
Slot to the left, wing back to the right side. Damian Shaw, deep motion, handoff straight ahead. Lashley, he'll bounce off of one tackler right at the line of scrimmage and fall forward for about a 5-yard gain. Smalley had first hit there and was able to drag him down, but you get 5 on first down, that may make your mind up about going forward on 4th down if you got to get to that point.
That's true.
Colts play a fast break offense. The Bobcats huddling up on every play, slowing the pace down. 2nd and 5, Lashley to the right side, hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Smalley again, stepping up and making the play. Well, Smalley, 190-pound senior linebacker.
Yeah, Coach Norman's real happy to have Will Smalley back this year. Missed most of last year with an injury, so he's real happy to have him back here taking care of that linebacking core.
Actually gained about 2.5, 3 yards, so 3rd and a long 2 right here. 1 back in the backfield, that is Marshall Lashley. Motion across, and a handoff. DeShaw going all the way around. He got close to the line to gain, but then driven back. Sills on the stop. Let's see where they mark him, though. Just shy of that line to gain. So it's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Slow developing play there.
It was very slow.
Got to hit that hole quick if you're trying to get that first down.
4th and a yard for the Cats to try to keep a drive alive in Colt territory. Cats up to the line. Deep motion again. Handoff straight ahead. Lashley, he'll have the first down, but not by a lot. He picked up a couple, and they'll move the sticks. Another Vicon Services first down. And the Bobcats utilizing 4 plays, but they get her done.
With that 3-man front, you would think that a quarterback sneak would be in play there as well. Tap the center on whichever side you want to go to.
There's a lot of bubbles in that defense.
You only need a yard or two. That quarterback sneak might be in play too. But when you got a guy like Lashley who runs it so hard not to give it to him.
Clendenny right over top of that center makes it a little tougher too. Handoff straight ahead again, right at Clendenny, and he'll be part of that tackle as well. He and Smalley teaming up to get it done. Lashley with just a couple that time. Bobcats utilizing, looked like Michael McHale at slot back that time and bringing him across in motion. We know he's got some speed. Try to get him on the edge. Bobcats have thrown it just one time tonight. McHale in the slot to the left. He goes in motion again. They'll fake it to him, back to pass. Lawrence, flush from the pocket. Nobody there, trying to get to the edge. Lappert gives chase and will run him out of bounds, and then Smalley made sure he stayed there. That was a close one, but it's going to be close to a first down.
Looks like he's about a yard short, half yard short.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking to dump that off, but had some green in front of him. Good decision just to tuck it and run and get as many as you could there and give yourself a chance to fight here on third down.
Our pedometer tonight is sponsored by A.J. Lawrence as he runs to the sideline for the play every time. He got tackled on this sideline,
Right.
had to get up, run to the Bobcat sideline, get the play, and run back on.
He's got to sleep good.
Is he on the cross-country team too?
He should be. He gets enough work.
A minute left here. 3rd and a yard. Lashley off the left side. He'll again contact Clendenning at the line of scrimmage, but take him for a short ride and move those sticks again. Bobcats keep running at Clendenning all night long. He's going to have a ton of tackles.
And he does already. Look, he's a big body, hard to move, and Cats are just not getting a lot of downhill push on him because he's so strong.
Bicon Services first down, number 4 for the Bobcats. 1st and 10 now. Inside a minute to go in this opening period. Cats with a 7-play drive to this point at the 24. And a fumbled snap and motion stops the play. Probably go against the Bobcats here as they did not execute up front. So their first penalty of the ball game. Drops them back 5, 1st and 15. And that's one of the things when you have an offense that it's this conservative, it's tough to overcome when you have a setback.
Sure is. Matt Marshall Lashley can only do so much. His last 4 rushes, actually 4 of his last 5 rushes, 2 yards, 5 yards, 2, 2, 2, 2. He likes those 2-yarders, so when you get behind the sticks like that, makes it a little more difficult.
You can stay on schedule, it's okay. Bobcats, tight end to the right side. Deep motion, Shaw. They'll hand it off on the counter play to Lashley, and he didn't have a whole lot there. Ran into Smalley, among others. Lappert. And that'll bring us to the end of one period. And through one period of play here from Eugene Capers Field, it is the Colts on top, 7-0. We'll take the break, come back with more high school football on WILE 97.7 and live video on YRP TV right after this.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, one period in the books. Colts lead at 7-0. Here we go with period 2, 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats from the Colt 25. Play action. Lawrence flipping it out in the right flat, and he underthrew that one. He had Lashley out in that right flat, falls incomplete. Well, I learned something in that first period. We're on a different radio station than I thought we were. We're not on WILE. We're on KC 105. But if you're listening to us, you knew that.
Well, here's the good thing. Nobody was listening to ILE and was confused.
Thank our sponsors for tonight's game, North Star Barbershop, CK Muffler and Brake, Anchors Appliances, Bruner Land Company, Judy's Barbershop, Meadowbrook Tire, RC Rogers Company, and Bicon Services. Third and long for the Bobcats. Certainly 4 down territory here. Second play of the second period. Lawrence with deep motion. Tries to run the reverse back inside the Laughlin, and he ran right into the waiting hands of Will Smalley again. I mean, Smalley couldn't have played it any better if he was in the huddle and heard the play.
Yeah, he held his ground real well, stayed home, and let the play come to him. It seems like a slow hitter there for those, those reverses, if you will, if you want to call it that. Boy, those are typically quick hitters to catch the defense off guard. Credit the defense for keeping their composure, keeping their spots on the field.
Stay at home.
Relax, stay home, and let them come to you.
Play assignment football, 4th and 11 for the Bobcats. 5 wide, 3 to the right of Lawrence. He fumbled the snap, picks it up, now flush from the pocket, looks down the field, flags come flying in, and he'll stay on his feet and up the sideline, first down, cuts back inside the 10 and steps out of bounds, but that one's going to come back as Lawrence showed some athleticism there, would have kept the drive alive, but a holding will nullify his effort. And the Bobcats' second penalty of this drive is going to make it even harder to pick up a first down now.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. You see the skill of Lawrence, though, with his legs. You have to utilize that more if you're Cambridge, because just sitting back and getting 1 and 2 yards every time is not going to get it when you get some of these penalties. Lawrence has to use that athleticism.
Ball move back out to the 34-yard line. 4th and quarter mile. Got about 22 or so to go here.
4th down and 21.
And the amazing thing was he was going to pick up the first down
yeah.
on the prior play. So this one's going to be a lot tougher to do. 4th and very long for the Cats.
4th and 21.
3 wides to the left side this time. Lawrence will take the snap and look that way. Stop, fire one deep. There comes a late flag in, and that jump ball into the end zone. Receiver and defensive back both go up for it. They're both still battling for it.
Well, that'll be a touchdown if they both have possession.
If
but
it's dual
there is
possession,
a flag.
but there is a flag. I think the Cats, they say it's a touchdown. See who came down with it, actually.
Yeah, the officials are hanging out, so it must be against Cambridge.
Yeah.
No, sideline warning against Meadowbrook, so the touchdown will stay.
So 34-yard touchdown.
I don't know. Did you find out who caught it?
I did not.
We were worried about it coming back with the penalty and didn't know who the heck caught it.
Well, we'll figure that out here at some point because there were bodies battling on it. Vincent on for the extra point attempt for the Bobcats. Trying to tie this thing up. Yeah, both players battled over it, and neither one was going to give it up.
No, heck no. Crazy if you do, especially if you're Cambridge, because if there is a tie-up like that, the tie goes to the offense. Don't know why. Doesn't make sense, but that's what the rule book says.
So the flag was sideline warning. I thought it might be a lineman downfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Vincent try to tie it up, snaps here, holds down, kicks a low liner, but it's true. And with 10:49 left to go in the first half, it is 7-7. More high school football coming up on K. 5 and YRP TV right after this.
Surgeon Construction offers you a single-source solution for all your industrial facility maintenance and repair needs. Through dedication to availability and experience, Surgeon Construction is able to meet client schedules and arrange work to minimize plant downtime and facility interruptions. Whether you have just a single repair to be fixed in one visit or looking for a regular maintenance schedule, they can help you. Surgeon Construction, the company you can trust and proud to serve Guernsey, Noble, Muskingum, and surrounding counties. Call 740-435-0632. That's 435-0632.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, we're going to give credit to Raider King, I think. That's at least on the press box side.
Rumor on the street.
Yeah. Raider King. Hey, I tell you what, if there's a guy that's going to battle for something, I want him on my
that's
side.
That's right.
Battling for it. That is your Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown. Scoreboard update, 7-7, brought to you by Surgeon Construction. And back on for our Valentine Insurance kickoff. Vincent to do the honors here, and a penalty against the Colts marked off on the ensuing kickoff here. So from the 45-yard line is getting a workout tonight. Cats have started a couple of drives there, and that's where the kick's going to be here.
Some strategery here to see how Cambridge, you would think they'd kick it high and try to place it about the 15 to 20.
Lowry and Farrell back deep. Hey, you know what? I'm not messing around here.
Or just kick the darn thing.
If you can kick it in the end zone, kick it in the end zone.
Try to make a field goal here.
Valentine kickoff coming up here. Yeah, that's angled away, and it is going to make it into the end zone. Angled away from Farrell. Probably a good choice there because he's already shown what kind of wheels he's got tonight.
For sure.
7-7 our score with 10:49 left in the opening half. The Colts with their third possession coming up. Bobcats put a TD on the board and did exactly what we talked about in the pregame.
Yeah.
Ball control, 11 plays, 45-yard drive, overcame a couple of tough penalties, and ended up putting points on the board.
Yeah, and then at some point you're going to have to make a couple defensive stops and continue to do that on offense. Then you'll give yourself a chance to compete. But no reason to stress here if you're Meadowbrook. I mean, you've moved the ball pretty well so far. No reason that you wouldn't think that would continue.
3 wide, the left, right hands it straight ahead. Black breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and into the secondary across the 30 near the 34-yard line. And a Bicon Services first down. The Colts have, it's been feast or famine for them. Their first drive, they just marched it right down the field, and 3 and out in their second drive. Here on the move again. Play action. Quick pass out in the flat, completed to Burris, but the Bobcats sniffed that one out. Trayvon Shaver. Fool me once, so shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, or something like that.
Something like that.
Goes something like that. Loss of about 3.
Well, and that was better. We mentioned it the first time when they went to Burris down here at the other end of the field, how wide open he was, and the defense never closed. That time they read it a little bit better.
Coaching matters.
Yeah, for sure.
Got better, huh? Second and long for the Colts. 3 wide, shift to the right side. High snap, handoff inside. Black again. Breaks free and tripped up just shy of the 40-yard line. He might have been going some more.
Yeah, he definitely was going to continue moving if the turf monster didn't get him.
As coaches tell you, keep those knees high, man.
And look at Black coming off the field. He's not real happy with himself.
Whoever put the paint on those lines put an extra coat, and they didn't need it. He tripped over that line. So just shy of the 40, 3rd and 3.
But great vision by Black, though. He took a couple side steps there and found the hole.
Out of the pistol set. Toss sweep right side. Farrell trying to get to the edge. Swings it in, back to the corner, has the first down, and a few yards extra across the 45. Where he's tackled right in front of the Bobcat bench.
But that's a Colt first down.
It is a Meadowbrook first down, and again, sponsored by Bicon Services. All of our first downs tonight. Both these teams getting that done. Colts quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Farrell stays in at the deep back spot. Right hash. Handoff straight ahead. Farrell pops it through into the secondary and is gone. One man with an angle, but he is not going to catch him. 53 yards to the bank. Some speed? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was just flat out speed.
Yeah. Jeff Riggins agrees. 53-yard run. He broke a tackle near the line of scrimmage. From that point on, nobody was going to catch him.
No doubt. That's 85 yards total on 4 carries for Farrell tonight.
Arnold on for the extra point attempt. 5 plays to go the 80 yards. High snap, got it down. Kick is low and yanked to the left. That one is no good. But the Colts retake the lead. 9 minutes left in the opening half. 13-7. More high school football coming up on KC 105 and YRP TV right after this message.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time
Terrible
for car
tackling.
shopping. So view our full inventory online 24/7 at dutrosauto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
High school football
From ABC Sports.
on WWKC Caldwell, Cambridge.
KC 105.
Back at Eugene Capers Field for some more football action. Kickoff coming up here, sponsored by Valentine Insurance. Thanking all of our sponsors tonight. Dutro Ford, Lincoln and Nissan, High Street Seneca, LLC, Surgeon Construction, Marlene's Restaurant, Meadowbrook Tire, and Bicon Services. Deep kick that they're going to let bounce. Shaver will have to come up and again take it on the hop at the 22, and no momentum there. Now, ball loose on the field. Will they call that a penalty, or was he down? And I think they're going to say it is a penalty. I'm sorry, a fumble, but they'll say a recovery by the Bobcats. The Cats avoided disaster there.
Sure did. After giving up a big score, to give them the ball back at that point would have been tough.
Well, I mean, that's a kick you got to catch in the air.
Yeah,
Hung in the air forever, and nobody went after it.
You
And once that ball hits the ground,
forget it.
anything's going to happen.
Man, we saw that on the first one that Shaver had. When you let it hit the ground, that defense is coming full speed, man. They're going to catch up to you pretty quick. You got to be aggressive and go catch her.
13-7, Colts with the lead. Bobcats back on offense here at their own 26-yard line. 8:51 left in the half. Off in the deep back in motion. Handoff straight ahead to Lashley. And hello, Mr. Smalley and Clendenin.
Yeah, imagine that.
Hey, those guys should just get a room together because they're going to be in the same space all night long. My goodness. Gain about 4. Marshall Lashley, you're looking at him on video tonight, and in that white uniform, he looks kind of good size, but he's only about 160 pounds, 165 maybe.
Well, there's not an ounce of fat in that 160.
No.
He's solid as a rock.
Second down. Bobcats give him a break here and hand it off to the fullback, and different ball carrier that time for the Cats. Keaton McConnell. And he got about 4. So 3rd and 2.
6'2", 210.
Hey.
Wow. Man.
That's a little different pounding going straight ahead than 160, right?
That's a good change of pace.
3rd and 2. McConnell will stay in there at that deep back spot. 3rd and short. Colts pressing the line of scrimmage. Deep motion, toss sweep, coming to the right side. Shaw trying to get to the outside. Not gonna happen. Bentley Cedar. Nobody able to stop him from that end spot, and he just came straight through a couple of tacklers and threw Shaw for a loss, and stoppage on the play.
Yep, McConnell is down.
All right, so we got a man on the near side here. So only a couple of plays for McConnell before he needs some assistance, and the Cats will be facing 4th and about 9. Yeah, no indication of why Lashley was out of the game other than maybe he needed a break. He had been the workhorse.
Yeah, he hasn't left the field yet, so
he's back in over there. I see him in the huddle, so
yeah,
he's fine. As they attend to his teammate. 7:22 left here. Let's check out some sponsors again tonight. Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Abel's Heating, Electric, and AC, Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, North Star Barbershop, Marlene's Restaurant, C&K Muffler and Brake, Anchors Appliances, Bruner Land Company, Judy's Barbershop, and Valentine Insurance with all of our kickoffs tonight. We've had a few of those, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Stay tuned on our post-game wrap-up. We got pieces to give away, not to you, but to players.
I could eat. Well, I got a sneaky suspicion there might be some behind me here.
Johnny Jones took care of it. There's plenty back here. You got pizza, you got wings.
And I've already had some, so might have to get a halftime snack as well.
And that's why we have trouble climbing these steps.
That's for sure.
Timeout on the field. Well, now they got McConnell up. He'll see if he needs any assistance. He's up on his own.
Yeah, he was grabbing that knee area.
Yeah. Going to hobble a little bit now. They're going to say, hey, give me a couple guys.
McConnell's a big boy here. Let's get a couple guys to help me out.
Yeah, you know, they send up a couple guys. They might send him back and get a couple bigger guys because he's a bigger boy.
Oh, no problem. They got him.
Helping him off to the sideline. That's going to bring on Mason Tedrick. Punt situation for the Bobcats. He stands at his own 15-yard line.
4th down and 9.
7:22 left to go in the half. Lowry will drop back. And that's a guy that can change the flavor of the game real quick.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye on him for sure. Not the fastest guy in the world, but he's a tough runner.
Good snap. And that one's partially blocked as Tedrick took way too long to get rid of it. Picked up by the Colts. Lofton down the sidelines, going to return it for a touchdown. Amonte Luffman picked that thing up about the 25-yard line and took it to the house. Scoop and score. Yeah.
Evan Fox blocked that punt. Amonte picked it up and took it to pay dirt. Haley Arnold just in.
Haley Arnold back on to try to get her streak back alive as one of two tonight. There's 7-10. The Colts strike with the special team score. Crediting Fox with that block punt. Tedrick took forever to get that thing off that time. High snap is down and the kick is up and low, but it is through.
7-10 left.
The Colts have extended their lead 20-7. Stay tuned. More action coming up on KC 105 and YRP TV right after this.
Step into North Star Barbershop, 1300 Clark Street, Suite 3, Cambridge, where every cut ends with a crisp razor shave tailored just for you. Our full-service approach delivers sleek fades, classic trims, and polished grooming in a friendly, relaxed vibe. Whether you're prepping for your day or a special event, our expert barbers ensure you leave looking and feeling your best. Ready for a fresh look? Book today on Booksy or call 740-501-8896. Good luck to all high school football teams this season.
Back at Eugene Capers Field. More action going on. Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown by Amonte Lofton. Scoop and score on the block kick. And your Surgeon Construction update on the scoreboard 20-7. Colts over the Cats. And now our Valentine Insurance kickoff.
On a tee this time.
Yeah, on a tee and deep. Shaver catches this one in the air at the 10. Trying to get to the sideline up to the 15, and then he stopped and just took the full brunt of that Colt defense coming down. James Garner, one of the Colts on the hit. The Bobcats now down a couple of scores. 7:04 left in the half. After trying to mount a drive from deep in their own territory. Their only score tonight came on a 45-yard drive. Now they got to go 80 yards.
Yeah, at some point you're going to have to get A.J. Lawrence involved in the running game. Only 3 rushes so far for 11 yards for the Cats. And, you know, you're going to keep trying to get outside like that. You're going to have to use his speed to do that.
Slot to the right, Laughlin in motion, handoff straight ahead. Lashley pops it through, running low to the ground, got to the second level and ran into Brady Arnold, but got about 8 or 9. Maybe he was running so low he could count blades of grass down there.
He was not very high off the ground for sure.
Hard to get when they say you got to be the lower man. That's not going to happen in that case for a tackler.
12 rushes, 47 yards so far for Lashley.
Second in the yard. Lashley again. Into the fray. And pushing the pile forward is going to have about 3 or 4 and enough for another Bicon Services first down.
He gained enough for the Bobcats first down.
Bobcats have got to show something a little bit different than Lashley between the tackles to have some more success.
Yeah, got to have some balance. I mean, the benefit to doing what they're doing is you lull them to sleep. They know the same play's coming and coming and coming, and then you bust one on a surprise play. But that hasn't happened yet.
Off in motion. He'll take the handoff, trying to get to the outside. And again, that, as we've said a couple of times, it's just a slow developing play that the defense, the Colts, were standing there waiting on him at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play.
It's Loffman's third carry for 1 yard.
Now, to the Cats' credit, they're down to their third or fourth wide receiver or a slot man there.
Right.
So,
sure.
I mean, without Sikora was their guy.
Yeah.
And he had the quickness to get to the edge there, so they're about 4 deep at that spot now. 2nd and 10, back to pass. Lawrence inside, pump fakes it again, got to the corner. 35 and out to the 40. Lofton there on the low hit. But picked up about 6, 7 maybe. And the Cats have a makeable third down, 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
But you see the success of using your best athlete on the offensive end, trying to use his legs to get that first down. Real important to get him involved in the game plan too, by getting him outside the pocket and running a little bit. Or, you know, he hasn't tried a lot of quick passes, a couple flares out into the flats, but, you know, nice 5-yard slant, something like that. We're going to be tough against this defense, but quicker passes would help too.
3rd and 2 out of the gun. Straight ahead run by Lawrence, trying to get to the edge. Has it. 45 and out near the 50-yard line. Lawrence showed some little dazzle there. He had the shake and bake going on.
Yeah, and almost got burned on it too because he popped outside twice.
When you give up yardage to gain yardage.
Yeah,
ooh.
That was real close, but he's quick enough. He got that corner.
Another Bicon Services first down for the Bobcats, keeping the drive alive. Started at their own 20, just shy of midfield. 4:26 left in the first half, 20-7. Colts with the lead.
4:26 left. Real important. Cambridge puts one in the end zone here.
Laughlin again, the deep man in motion, handoff straight ahead, and Lashley, not much there this time. Looked like he lost his balance a little bit, and a couple of Colts there to help him out. Guess who?
Well, that tackle was made by
Clendenning.
big old Chase Myers.
Chase Myers in there a little bit.
7 down 9.
A lot of beef in the middle of that line.
Yeah,
2nd and 9.
Again, Meadowbrook's outnumbered up front, but they're holding their ground pretty well tonight up front.
Colts deferred the opening kick. They'll get the ball first in the second half, leading right now 20-7. 3.5 left in this second period. Play action. And as an afterthought, Lawrence got outside and realized he was hemmed in as he rolled to the short side and then just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, smart decision because he was going to get hammered. There were black jerseys surrounding him quickly.
He's learning.
Yeah. And only a sophomore. He's got a lot to learn.
Yeah, really, he played just a handful of snaps as a freshman last year at quarterback. This year, getting the nod and learning as he goes. 5 wide for the Cats, 3 to the right of Lawrence here on 3rd and long. He looks that way, fires it out in that right flat, has a man on a diving catch. And that was Levi Walker who came back to it and will be short of it by a half yard. Now Lawrence that time threw it to a spot. That spot was just shy of the first down, and so the Cats now faced with another 4th down situation, try to keep the drive alive. Last time they drove it down the field, they picked a couple of these up.
Yeah, this is Marshall Lashley territory. Again, he likes those 2-yarders. You're right at that mark now, but I would guess Colts are going to be expecting Marshall Lashley here.
He's the lone back. Bobcats in tight, the Colts in tighter. Long count for Lawrence, trying to draw him offside. That's not going to happen. And did the Cats get a timeout in time?
For some reason, there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, did he call delay a game back there? But the Cats going to end up having to punt the ball away? Boy, I don't know. I thought they were going to try to draw him offside, then maybe utilize a timeout, but instead, there's no clock on the field for the play clock, so that's being kept down there. So you're at a disadvantage in trying to figure out how much time is left. That burnt the Bobcats right there. Penalty's going to back them up 5 yards, 4th and 6 now. Tedrick on to punt it away, steps into this one, gets rid of it. Lowry will take it on the fly at the 15-yard line, work to the sideline, 20, 25, and finally chopped down out about the 30-yard line. Marshall Lashley on the stop there. So Cats had an opportunity to try to keep that one alive. Instead, give it back to the Colts with 2:23 to go. And this offense is explosive enough. They got plenty of time, especially with 3 timeouts.
2:23 and 3 timeouts is not a problem for Meadowbrook here.
From their own 30-yard line, Colts will take the field. Want to thank Allwell Behavioral Health Solutions, Judy's Barbershop, Surgeon Construction for sponsoring tonight's contest. And now we're ready to go. Black, offset to the right of Ray. 1st and 10 from the Colts 30-yard line. Handoff straight ahead, Black to the edge, and Lashley on the nice open field tackle will get him after a short gain. 3 or 4. Colts have had real good success on the ground. When they've thrown it, they've had some pretty good success as well.
Yeah, don't really have to be crazy aggressive here if you don't want to be for Coach Norman.
High snap on the keeper, straight ahead. Ray pops one tackler and slips through a couple of more. Got a gain out to about the 37, where it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Looks like they're going to be content to go in up 2 scores.
Well, and they get the ball first in the second half.
Right.
You don't want to do anything crazy here and give it right back to the Bobcats.
Absolutely.
Farrell in the backfield, he has been explosive tonight. Offset to the right of Ray, who will throw it quickly out in the left flat to Lowry. Tried to spin away from a tackler, needed to get to the 40 and did not get there. Knocked down short of the first down. Good defensive play for the Bobcats. And Marshall Lashley got out there.
Timeout for Cambridge.
So the Cats will take the timeout. 109. 109 left in the half. With that, we'll again thank some of our sponsors tonight: West 40 Auto Sales, Dutro Ford, Lincoln, and Nissan, High Street Seneca LLC, Marlene's Restaurant, C&K Muffler and Brake, Doan Ford, and Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. 109 left in the half, 20-7 Colts. Bobcats with really not an explosive offensive attack, but anything can happen. You get a return here, you don't know what might happen.
Sure.
Interesting to see who the Bobcats put back deep and what their return action is here.
Right.
Because the Colts, like the Cats, they have a lineman kicking.
Right.
And the last punt was not a very good punt.
And Cambridge has scored on special teams the first two games. So, certainly an opportunity. But you got to have somebody back there. Number one's going to be aggressive to go catch it.
I think we jumped the gun. Not so fast, my friend.
There you go. Call timeout. We'll go ahead and score.
The Colts are going to go ahead and at least send the offense back out. Boy, the Cats are pressing the line of scrimmage. And they'll run the quarterback sneak on the touch. As Ray just came up and caught the Bobcats completely off guard. He just stepped up, put his hands underneath the center, and boom.
Yeah,
first down.
Cambridge wasn't paying attention. They were reading the coaches on the sideline by design. That's exactly what Meadowbrook wanted them to do.
Ray will take the snap after the Bicon serves this first down, come back to the left side, throw it to Lowry, who will catch it and step out of bounds, stopping the clock with 51. So the Colts taking advantage of the situation, got the first down, and now in Cambridge territory. And still a couple of timeouts left to go.
51 seconds.
From the 46-yard line, out of the gun. Lowry down the right side. And the ball tossed up and incomplete. Out there intended for Burris.
Boy, he was
I don't
open.
know, did you think that Ray did that on purpose? He caught the snap. It looked like he dropped it on the ground and maybe draw the defense in and picked it up and made that throw.
Well, you wouldn't hope. You'd hope not, but it did look awful suspicious, didn't it?
It looked like that was almost purposefully done.
Yeah, sure. Well, and he did. It got accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. Burris was definitely open.
So 2nd and 10. 44 seconds left. Colts have 3 timeouts should they need them. Ray checking the sideline out. Now he's ready. 5 wide. Brings Black back into the backfield. Fakes it to him, and he'll keep it on the run. Straight ahead as Shaw will contact him near the 40-yard line. They'll stop the clock with a timeout here.
Shaw on the stop for the Bobcats.
3rd down and 4 for the Colts from the Cambridge 41. I want to thank our sponsors again tonight, Anchor's Appliance, Bruner Land Company, West 40 Auto Sales. You've heard some of these before, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, right?
That's true.
Tonight on KC 105 and YRP TV.
I have not received any text saying, hey, what station are you guys on? So they must be following us. Or they're watching us online.
More than likely.
More than likely. I know somebody in Florida is watching us online.
Woo-woo.
Your boy Trent is watching you. Say you sound great as usual.
TV.
Didn't say I sounded great, but he said you did.
He's correct.
That's right.
Third and 4 for the Colts. 39 ticks left. They still got a couple of timeouts left. Cats a little more cushion on the outside. Ray puts Lappert in motion all the way across. Man-to-man coverage deep. High snap. Ray rolling to his right, looking back to the left, has the screen pass set up and over the head. Trying to get it back to Cedar, and there was, lots of guys out ahead of him.
Yeah.
If Ray gets that on the money, there's one defender who sniffed it out.
And it was Marshall Lashley. And if it wasn't for him, that would have been a big gainer.
Jay Lashley's a football player on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Young man's got to be tired at the end of the night, doesn't he?
He will sleep well.
4th down. Colt trying to keep the drive alive here. 35 ticks left. Out of the gun again. Ray back to pass pressure. Lobs it down the field. Has a man there. And that is completed. Lowry. Couple of Cats went up. Took a swipe at the ball and didn't get it. Lowry. It was a wobbler, too. He pulls it down and gets it down to about the 1-yard line. So 26 ticks left. The Colts get the miracle on 4th down. Lowry somehow, how do you get behind guys when everybody knows it's 4th and long? And the handoff straight ahead. Black will tiptoe into the end zone from a yard out. And the Colts extend their lead. And almost a gift there just before halftime. You get 19 seconds to go, and the Colts just taking a shot at it. Able to come down with it there.
Well, basically, you gave Coach Norman an extra timeout. He was trying to run the clock out and said, well, if you're going to call timeout, we're just going to get ahead and score. He took advantage of it.
Extra point attempt. The low liner this time, yanked it to the left again. No good. 19 seconds left in the half. Colts extend their lead 26-7. We'll break for 30 seconds and be back right after this.
Don't let our name fool you. At C&K Muffler and Brake, we do a whole lot more than just mufflers and brakes. From routine oil changes and diagnostics to transmissions, engine work, tires, and more, our expert mechanics keep your car running right. You'll find C&K Muffler and Brake at 220 South 2nd Street in Byesville, right across from People's Bank. C&K Muffler and Brake, trusted, reliable, and ready to get you back on the road.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, touchdown, courtesy of Kemp Insurance Agency by Black. Rain Black from a yard out. Right out of the J&M Electric red zone. Wow. And now the Valentine kickoff. We just had to squeeze another Valentine kickoff in here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Arnold boots this one high and deep. Shaver will take it at the 11. And again, got to the 20 and stopped. The young man will learn as he goes. You don't have to stop to change direction. Actually, that was Morris on the return that time, wasn't it? Braden Morris. You want to change direction, you've got to do it on the move, or the defense is going to close on you in a hurry.
Yeah, and as soon as you slow down, they're not slowing down. They're hitting you full go. You're going to feel that one.
15 seconds left in the half, 26-7 Colts, and Cambridge has one play here. See if they take advantage of it offensively and try to do anything here. I'm not even sure they got. Nope, doesn't look like it. Lawrence will step back, take a knee, and send both teams to the locker room. So we've reached the halftime break here, and after a pretty entertaining first period where these teams battled to a 7-7 tie, the Colts have busted this one open. 3 second period touchdowns, and they lead it at the break 26-7. Stay tuned. Our O&N halftime show coming up. We'll have stats, scoring, and more a little later on in the second half of tonight's contest. After our halftime break, we'll see you then.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Named Best Sports Program in the Country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's Halftime Report. As we like to do throughout the season, we'll speak with various reporters from different parts of the state. Tonight we'll talk a little Central Ohio high school football with longtime reporter Lee Cochran. Lee joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference. Right now, in every decision, and every season.
Friday night under the lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential because in Ohio, public education matters.
Pour Surely imitated, never duplicated. This is ONN's Tonight in High School Football. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids at Beck's. They are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game as we talk a little Central Ohio high school football this evening. Lee Cochran has covered high school football in Central Ohio for decades. And Lee, 2 weeks in now, any surprises in your opinion around Central Ohio one way or another?
I don't know. I think Westland, they lost a tough game last week, but I think that they are going to be right there in the thick of things. I'm a little bit surprised Olentangy Berlin comes into tonight 0-2, as does New Albany, and they're playing tonight. But I don't know that there's a whole lot of surprise. I think it's so early in the season that we don't know what surprises us yet and what doesn't. And I guess that's about the best way to put it.
Well, Lee, you mentioned the ones that are off to maybe slower starts than they had hoped. With the changes in the postseason format, reducing the field from 16 teams to 12 from each region, how much pressure is there now on schools that wasn't there before that may not be off to the start they'd like?
Well, I think there is, especially once you get out of Division I. Again, in Division I, you only have 17, 18 teams in each region. It's once you get out of that some of these teams that were making the playoffs at 4 and 6 last year aren't going to do it. So I do think it puts it's schedules are already set, so it's not going to affect that this year. But I think especially in some of these other divisions, you're going to see a little bit of changes in how they're scheduling in the non-conference, because when they went to 16, especially in Division I, everyone was getting in, and it gave teams the opportunity to schedule a little bit more difficult to prepare for the postseason.
Do you like or dislike the changes, Lee, and why?
Oh, I love the changes to 12. When they went from 8 to 16, I think 16 is too much. Even in Divisions 2 through 7. 12, and you have something to play for too, because that means the top 4 teams get a bye, and that is very important, especially when you're at week 11.
Well, Lee, we know the season will sort itself out, but I know just 2 weeks in, who's your top dog in Central Ohio in Division I at the moment?
Oh, I think Olentangy is. Olentangy is just so stout on defense. They gave up some points last week, which I was a bit surprised. But, they're down the middle. With defensive lineman Daniel Stevens, linebacker C.J. Santa, who's going to Ohio State, and safety Caden Gephardt, who's going to Clemson. They are just stout up the middle. And, as we know, defense always wins championships.
Same question in Division II, Lee.
I would say DeSales is going to be right there. Locally, I think that they are probably the team to beat. Big Walnut's going to be there too. Those are going to be your 2 teams. Now you got to remember you're in that you're in that region with Massillon, so that makes it a little bit tougher, as we all know, because they've been in that same region for a while. But I think in Central Ohio, those are the 2 teams I like a lot: DeSales and Big Walnut. You got to remember Big Walnut lost to Watterson 20-0 last year. They lose again this year, but after last year they won 13 in a row and made a state semifinal.
You mentioned Watterson in Division III, Lee. Some are saying that this year's team might be even better than the one that went undefeated and won the state title a year ago.
I think that quite possibly could be true, and a big reason is Drew Belisari. He had a great year last year. He's playing dynamite, and this is a team that's won 32 out of their last 34 games coming into tonight, and they've gotten that, as you can see from the last 3 years, to where they are just reloading. They're not rebuilding at all. And, it took Coach Kennedy a little bit of time to get to this point, but he's there and really could make another run. And it's also surprising that they're playing Toledo Central Catholic in the state title for the 3rd year in a row.
Again, Lee Cochran has covered Central Ohio high school football for many years. Lee, we always appreciate your hopping on. Thanks for your insight, okay?
You betcha. It's my favorite time of the year, Skip. You know that.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Vex recognizes this week's Player with Heart, Reagan Schnipke from Elgin High School, for her commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I love being a part of a team where we can work together in order to achieve our goals and win, obviously. I also like independent sports like cross country and track because they're individual and I like competing for myself.
Reagan brings that same winning attitude to FFA.
And I really like it, and I learn a lot, and it's a lot of good experience. Job interview taught me a bunch of stuff, and I'm also a student officer for FFA, and it's taught me a lot with public speaking.
And maybe the greatest lessons are learned in agriculture.
Agriculture has brought many aspects to my life. It has taught me that teamwork, hard work, responsibility, time management, and determination is needed to succeed in life.
At Bex, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
This is ONN.
Our thanks again to Lee Cochran for joining us tonight. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, presented by Bex Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling from the Ohio News Network.
Don't let our name fool you. At C&K Muffler and Brake, we do a whole lot more than just mufflers and brakes. From routine oil changes and diagnostics to transmissions, engine work, tires, and more, our expert mechanics keep your car running right. You'll find C&K Muffler and Brake at 220 South 2nd Street in Byesville, right across from People's Bank. C&K Muffler and Brake, trusted, reliable, and ready to get you back on the road.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Meadowbrook Tire and Muffler in Byesville, Ohio delivers fast, reliable auto service tailored to you. From expert muffler repairs and exhaust work to front-end alignment, brakes, oil changes, struts, suspension, tire repair, and new and used tire sales, your car is in great hands. Since 1987, our accredited shop has built a sterling A-plus Better Business Bureau reputation and earned a 4.3 rating for quality, integrity, and friendly service. Stop by 350 Main Street or call 740-685-6405 today.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares, close to home.
High school football
From ABC Sports
on WWKC Caldwell, Cambridge.
KC 105.
Welcome back to Eugene Capers Field. We are at halftime. Bill Kafury, John Valentine. Tonight with the call is the Colts in command at halftime, 26-7 over the Bobcats. Let's recap the first half scoring. Tonight, the Colts got things started. An 80-yard drive, 5 plays, a 1-yard run by quarterback Michael Ray. And the extra point by Haley Arnold made it 7-0. Cats, though, responded with 10:49 left of the second period, a 34-yard TD pass. Lawrence to King on a 4th down. The Cats had to try to pick up a first down or maintain the drive twice on 4th down and able to do so there. An 11-play, 45-yard drive. The extra point by Vincent made it 7-7, but then the little Colts got serious about business tonight. 9-minute mark of the second period, an 80-yard drive, but 53 of it coming on a 1 play. And that 1 play by Aiden Farrell as he takes it 53 yards to the house. The extra point was no good, 13-7. Colts, though, responded defensively. Devontae Lofton off a block punt, scoops and scores from 25 yards out. The extra point made it 20-7, and then the Colts a gift just before halftime. 19 seconds left. Braden Black from a yard out as the Colts picked up a first down on a fourth down play back at their own 40-yard line, and then a couple of big plays. One a long pass to Lowry, set them up with a 1-yard score, and they'll enjoy the second half kickoff and try to extend their lead. And a game that for the Bobcats at a point, JV, looked like they were in it and it might be a nip and tuck affair, has totally gotten away from them.
Yeah, and you know, you have to credit Meadowbrook for playing pretty decent defense so far and really controlling that line up front with those big guys. We kept talking about Clendenning's probably got 15 tackles already, and just not giving up the big play on the defensive end. And offensively, they've been pretty efficient. They're throwing the ball pretty well. They're running the ball pretty well as well, and a block punt for a touchdown. You can't be upset about that. So, you know, Meadowbrook's playing a pretty balanced game, and, you know, this is where Cambridge gets in trouble with that particular offense and not being explosive. You just can't give up big leads. It's just going to be really tough to come back from. So you got to give Meadowbrook a lot of credit because they've been able to slow Cambridge's offense down. And offensively for Meadowbrook, they've only run the ball 15 times and for 139 yards, but they've also thrown the ball 8 times. They haven't had the ball for a lot of plays, but again, when you have a high explosive offense that can score quickly, you don't usually run a lot of plays. But 15 rushes for 139 yards. Aiden Farrell, you mentioned that 53-yard TD. He leads the way with 85 yards on 4 carries. Michael Ray, also a 1-yard plunge. He has 5 carries for 29 yards. And Braden Black, also with a 1-yard run, has 6 carries for 25. Michael Ray, 5 for 8 through the air for 93 yards. 2 big ones, a 43-yarder to start the game off, and then a 39-yarder as well. Braden Lowry leads the way, 3 catches, 53 yards, and Blake Lappert, that long 43-yarder. So a pretty balanced attack so far for Meadowbrook. Cambridge, obviously very run-heavy. I mean, 28 rushes already for 77 yards. Marshall Lashley, obviously the workhorse, with 14 of those 28 for 53. A.J. Lawrence, 6 carries, 25 yards, and then a couple other ones mixed in there. But that's your offense there. A.J. Lawrence through the air, 2 for 4 for 41 yards. Does have a TD. The one we couldn't tell who it was. We think we got confirmation it was Raider King. A 34-yard TD there. 2 for 4, 41 yards, a TD and a pick. And Raider King with the 34-yarder. Levi Walker, the other catch for 7 yards. So not a lot of balance there, of course. And, you know, it's just, you know, more of the same for Cambridge. You start, if you're not controlling the clock and you're not limiting possessions for the other team, you're going to be in big trouble. When you got it, you got to have those long, boring 15-play drives and pay it off with scores because, you know, defensively, you're prone to give up some yardage and some touchdowns too, and that's basically where we're at. That's exactly what's happened so far.
I think you hit the nail on the head a couple of times there where, you know, the key word tonight for the Colts has been their explosiveness. Mm-hmm. And one of the things with the loss of Sikora earlier this year, the Bobcats just don't have any breakaway threat.
Right.
They have a lot of kids that are going to pound it ahead and get you a few yards, but you have to execute literally perfectly to be able to sustain drives and do that all night long to be able to stay in the ball game, especially when you don't have anybody that's going to break one for 15 or 20 yards or, you know, even at this point it seems like 10 would be a long play for them.
Right, to keep the defense, you know, balanced and keep them off guard, keep them staying home so that they're not over pursuing. They're allowed to over pursue now because you don't have anybody coming back the opposite way with enough speed to be able to break it and catch you off guard. So it's tough. You know, nobody likes to lose their best offensive threat. But, you know, Cambridge is going to have to find somebody to be able to try to make up for that. And they are. They're trying some different options, some different guys out there. And And unfortunately, it's just not, it's hard to replace that kind of breakaway speed. But at some point, you're going to have to do something else. And again, I would assume that you'd want to use A.J. Lawrence a little bit more, not necessarily running right behind, off tackle, that kind of stuff, but getting him outside of the pocket. You saw the ability. He has some skill to be able to make guys miss, and he's pretty quick too, and he can gain chunks of yardage by getting him outside the pocket and moving. So I would, that's got to be part of the game plan to be able to offset Marshall Ashley up the middle.
We are at halftime. The Colts lead tonight's contest 26-7. They will have the second half kickoff coming at them. And the chance to add on to that lead, we want to thank all of our sponsors bringing you tonight's contest: Anchors Appliances, Bruner Land Company, Judy's Barbershop, Meadowbrook Tire, R.C. Rogers Company, Vicon Services, West 40 Auto Sales, Village Hardware and Rental, and Doan Ford. Halftime continues as the Meadowbrook Colts marching band entertains at halftime. And the teams will make their way back out. When they do, we'll be ready to go. Back with more on KC 105 and streaming live on YRP TV. Back with more after this.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Vicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Vicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Vicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Hey sports fans, looking for great food, fun, and unbeatable specials? Come on down to Marlene's Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. Tuesdays are all about free pool and our hot hamburger special. Wednesdays it's Wings night. Come hungry. All weekend long, they're packed with ball games and all the excitement. Plus, check out our new lunch specials every Sunday. Good luck to all the high school sports teams. Call 740-685-2374 for carryout. That's Marlene's Bar and Grill, where food, fun, and friends come together.
Looking for a hometown barbershop with friendly service and expert cuts? Judy's Barbershop in Cambridge, Ohio is the place for you. From sharp fades and modern styles to timeless trims, Judy's knows how to keep you looking your best. Every visit is more than a haircut. It's a chance to relax, catch up, and walk out with confidence. Serving generations of families, Judy's Barbershop takes pride in quality and care.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, and halftime winding down. 26-7. Colts on top. Warming up at the west end. Cats on the east side. What do you think here, JB? Any halftime adjustments if you're the Colts?
For Meadowbrook, no. I don't think you'd really have to change a lot. I mean, you're getting accomplished, I think, what you want by having quick, explosive plays. And they've done a pretty decent job on the defensive end, too. So, adjustments. Look, guys, just keep doing what you're doing. They're not going to surprise us with any kind of trick plays. They're not going to overpower us up front. Just read your keys, relax, stay home, those defensive ends, in case they do reverse it, and take care of the ball. Don't give them an opportunity to get back in the game with a turnover. Take care of the ball and do what you're supposed to do. For Cambridge, you're going to have to find some explosiveness somewhere. At some point you're going to have to open up that playbook a little bit and try to get a little bit better push up front. Lashley's getting a yard or two each time, which is great, but man, Clendenning's taking up a lot of room inside, and you're throwing a couple bodies at him, but he's still making that tackle about 2-3 yards down the field. So somehow you're going to have to get outside a little bit and take advantage of Lawrence's speed a little bit. Open up that playbook a little bit and have some fun, right? I mean, defensively, going to have to make a couple tackles. I mean, they've given up some pass plays. They're going to have to play a little bit better in the defensive backfield. We saw them bite a couple times on some things. But, you know, they're doing a decent job against the run up front. But Michael Ray's, you know, he's tough to guard because he can throw it and he can run it just like Lawrence can out of the backfield. Yeah. So tough to put a spy on him. But you got to know where he's at all times, though.
Halftime winding down. Colts and the Cats warming up on a warm September night. A little overcast sky as we started, kind of kept the heat element down a little bit. Not in the press box, though.
No.
Warm up here.
It's always hot up here. You got Riggins over there yelling and screaming. He always gets everybody fired up. It always gets a little hot up here. But no, coming into the night, we thought we might have a little bit of weather, some weather issues. The wind was picking up.
Hasn't been windy, per se.
As soon as kickoff started, the wind has went away. It's been a beautiful night.
No storms in the area to speak of, so that we don't have to worry about delays there. I was hoping. When I saw the early forecast yesterday, I'm thinking, no, I don't want to spend all night in the press box, right?
Right.
I'll share that with you.
Now we do have, if you guys can see from the camera feed, you notice the orange parts on the field, how they're kind of faded a little bit. Talked to Johnny Jones this week, athletic director here. They're actually going to have the company come in next week to replace those and brighten it up a little bit. It looks like a little faded, right? So they're going to come back
almost
out.
Almost pinkish.
It is faded quite a bit, so they're going to come out and replace those. So we had to have the JV game next week for those Colts fans that are watching and listening. The JV game scheduled for next Saturday was supposed to be at home against Crooksville. That game has now been moved to Crooksville Saturday morning because the company's going to be here to fix the field for a few days.
We got a lot of work going on down here.
Yeah, a lot.
Redoing the baseball diamond?
Baseball's getting to work. They're building up that outfield so it doesn't sit,
so it's all
have
level?
that standing water out in left field.
Bobcats are going to be kicking off to get things started here in the second half. Jacob Vincent with the Valentine Insurance kickoff. Lowry and Farrell back deep. Earlier kickoff by the Cats. Vincent tried to angle it away and was successful in doing that. See if he employs that strategy again. 26-7, Colts with the lead. And here we go. Squibber in the direction. Now we got a flag on the play. Somebody started before they should have started. So we'll ring it back for a do-over. Offside, Cambridge.
Offside on the kicking team. That'll back them up 5 yards and re-kick.
If anybody's out there tonight having their little fire in the backyard.
I haven't had too many texts yet. I've had a couple.
Apparently all of your compadres are getting too old to be able to do that anymore. So. A couple years ago we said that, man, they knocked us down to tell us, hey, we're having fun over here.
Well, we do have people watching, I know, from Indiana, from Florida.
Woo.
Anybody else out there, give us a shout out. I'm not on the YouTube stream to see the comments out there to see who's out there, but you're more than welcome to shoot us a text. I'll get out there and look at that at some point.
Redo of the Valentine kickoff. This is going to bounce up into the hands of Farrell out to the 30, trying to get it to the edge. And a flag comes in. There'll be a block in the back, at least one. And back this one up. As Farrell worked from the far sideline trying to get to his own bench, and with that created a couple bad angles for his blockers. So the Colts will have possession, start the second half with the lead and the ball. And where the flag's at, probably back them up inside the 30-yard line.
That is Meadowbrook's 6th penalty for 70 yards.
Hasn't slowed him down much.
No, definitely not.
So they walk it off. And let's place it down. There we go. At the 25.
And we're ready to go.
Colts ready to get her done. Lappert in motion left to right, out of the gun. Now he'll set. Ray will roll that way, tuck the ball, cut it up, 25, 30, and out across the 30-yard line. Marshall Lashley. We've called out Lashley's name just about as many times as we have Clendenning.
Yeah, he's just an all-around player. I mean, he's a football player offensively and defensively. I'm sure if you ask him, he'd much rather hit people than get hit. But he delivers a lot of blows from the offensive end, too.
Quick snap, Black pops through all the way, 50, 40, 30, giving chase. Michael McHale can't catch him. To the house. 70-yard run. Braylon Black. Wow. Colts wasting no time getting on the board here in the third period. Braylon Black. I got it 70 yards, 69, 70. Yep. That's a long way.
Yep, they had him at the 31, so we're officially
69.
69. His last 2 carries have both been touchdowns, so he got a pretty good percentage here going.
Haley Arnold on for the extra point attempt. Awaits a snap. It's a good one. Hold down. Kicks up. It looks good, and it is good. Colt didn't need a minute. Extend that lead. 33-7 over the Bobcats. Didn't even have a chance for the J&M Electric red zone. But Kemp Insurance sponsoring all our touchdowns tonight, including that one. We'll take the quick 30-second break. Be back with more on KC 105 and YRP TV after this.
At Doan Ford, your family means the world to us. Our parts and service department work to make sure your family arrives at their destination safely. Our collision department takes pride in getting your family back on the road. Whether you're taking a trip, going grocery shopping, or taking the kids to school, choose Doan Ford. We will be happy to help you. Stop in and see us today for all of your parts and service or collision needs.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, lead extended, courtesy of Surgeon Construction there, and all of our scoreboard updates. And Braylon Black raiding with a 69-yard run. And this Valentine Insurance kickoff by Arnold. Back deep. Shaver takes it at the 12. Across the field, got it to the 20, 25, 30. Up the sideline, out to the 40-yard line. And Bobcats did a little better job of setting a wall up for him that time. And Shaver did a little better job of running hard to get to the edge.
Yeah, 30-yard return that time for Shaver, his 5th for 55 yards so far.
Bobcats' first possession of the half finds him down another touchdown at 33-7, 11:04 as they start this drive. Bobcats got to be concerned now. They got to keep pace or this is going to get into a running clock situation pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, in high school football in the state of Ohio, it is a 30-point margin.
Lawrence, play action, rolls to his right. Nobody there, throws short, does have a man now. Outside guy doing a nice job coming back to it, Levi Walker. And then, first down play, you run a little play action. The Cats have run the ball, I think, every time on first down.
Yeah, Lashley off tackle every time.
Picked up about 6 there.
But again, you're down 33-7. You're going to have to mix it up at some point and do something different, and that's exactly the way you want to start.
Got 7 there. And 2nd and 3 now. You can mix it up a little bit more and see if they want to try the middle of that defense again. They do. Actually straight ahead, first down, and then some. Pops it to the secondary, and about as long a run as he's had tonight, down to the 41 of the Colts, and a Bicon Services first down for the Bobcats.
That was his longest run of the night. He had an 11-yarder early in the first quarter. That is also an 11-yarder. Puts him at 15 carries for 64 yards.
Tough running inside, but the Bobcats with a nice trap play there. Sprang him somewhat. Slot to the left. Lashley the lone back, deep motion. They'll hand it again. Lashley to the right side, lowers the shoulder, and again pushes the pile forward.
Just he runs so low to the ground. It's just you can't get underneath him. You just hope you could slow him down a little bit.
Burris with the contact that time defensively. Cats back into 4-down territory here. 2nd and 5.
Now I'm getting some texts now rolling in.
Yeah, there are people awake out there.
Yeah.
Slot into the sideline. Deep motion. They'll hand it off that way, and trying to cut it back up inside is Damian Shaw. And he'll spin off a couple of tacklers and move the pile forward. That should be enough for a first down inside the 30. Another Bicon Services first down for the Bobcats. And Shaw, that time he got the defense reacting outside, cut it up inside.
There you go. Big difference when you put that foot in the ground and you move straight ahead instead of trying to spread it out and try to get outside. If that hole's open inside, man, put that foot in the ground, move straight up the field, and got 7 on the play.
1st and 10. Cats from the 29 of the Colts. Lashley, the lone back, has it off the right side. In behind blockers, he'll push the pile down near the 25, give him 4 there. Couple of different looks for the Cats there. Casey Clendenin comes off the field. He's a two-way player. Middle of the line on offense and the middle of the line on defense. So he never moves far away from the ball.
No, he's always around the ball.
Has been tonight even when it's snapped.
Right.
2nd and 4. Straight ahead on the quick hitter. And not a lot there. Clendenin came out for a play. Sills went in, and I'll bet he's at the bottom of that pile. Lappert. Carter Kuhn. 3rd and 5. Certainly 4-down territory for the Bobcats, who trail 33-7. Almost halfway through this 3rd period. That's the only advantage really the Bobcats have employed is the time of possession advantage. Holding on to the ball a long time with some of these drives. Here comes the blitz. Lawrence got to the edge, has a man, is completed out on that edge.
Is that Raider King again?
Actually, I
that's
think that was Gavin Reeser.
18, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And another Bicon Services first down. That looked like had he wanted to. Lawrence had the edge that time. Probably could have run for the first down, but he got a man.
Yep.
Get your shoulders square, get it down the field.
Yep, big difference when you can square those shoulders and get a little meat behind it.
Cats mixing it up on this drive. Now out of the gun. Motion across, 4 receivers to the right. Lawrence will keep it down to the 20, the 15, and inside the 10. Lawrence got the defense moving sideways, found a seam and turned it up. And he's going to be just shy of a first down.
No, they already signaled first down.
Well, they haven't moved the sticks at all.
No, you're right. They have not. But the official already signaled first down. He's still signaling first down.
Guy on the near side is.
Yeah.
And now they'll comply, right?
Yeah, it's his call.
1st and goal.
Yeah.
Another Bicon Services first down, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Lawrence still had to run to the sideline to get a play. Hands it off straight ahead. Lashley contacted in the backfield. He had a lineman coming backward at him. That changed his momentum there, and Smalley and company.
Loss of 1 yard.
A loss of a yard.
From the 10-yard.
Play 10 coming up. 2nd and goal. Again, I think this is one of those plays. If you want to use play action, fine, but you got to get Lawrence on the edge and put pressure on the defense. You get him out there, and now the guy has to make a decision on defending the edge or staying back for the pass.
That's exactly right. Lawrence has 7 carries for 35 yards. He just had a 10-yarder here a few plays ago. But again, that just spreads that defense out and gives him some lanes to be able to use, cut back, or to be able to find a hole.
Spread the field, 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. And Lawrence and company, we're going to take a timeout.
Okay.
Coach Gunn on the field said, yeah, we better look at this one a little closer. They might have taken a little time in the huddle, too. So they'll employ a timeout. We'll get our sponsors paid here. Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, patrons Buckeye Mutual Health Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, High Street Seneca LLC, Surgeon Construction, Marlene Restaurant. If you need a haircut, North Star Barbershop or Judy's Barbershop, you're about due.
I am. It's getting a little shaggy.
It's getting a little, yeah. You're getting ready for winter.
Yeah. If only I could grow a beard, I would do it.
Yeah, I got us covered there. You and Bryce. Bryce is, he's still trying to grow his too.
It is a benefit to only having to shave once a week. It's kind of nice.
That's all I get. 5:32 left in the third period. Colts on top 33-7. Jeff Reagan disco dancing next door.
He's got that in him.
Not even a good visual.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Cats out of the timeout, facing second and goal from the Meadowbrook 9-yard line. They will stay in a 5-wide set. 2 to the short side, that's the right. 3 to the left. Lawrence takes a snap, looks to his right, trying to get to the edge and run, cuts it back inside the 10. 5 still on his feet, inside the 5, popped out of bounds around the 3-yard line.
Racked out of bounds there by Javion Blackstone.
Once he got to the edge, the Colts defense had shifted to defend the wide side.
Third down and goal.
He got it up inside the 5. They marked him out, I think, at the 3. Certainly 2 plays here if the Cats need them both.
Yep. There
They
was still
use some clock.
There were still a lot of black jerseys.
Oh my!
In that short side of the field, and he made several of them miss. Colts faithful in the end zone, trying to cheer him on.
Lashley, the lone back behind Lawrence. He takes a handoff to his right, lowers his shoulder, still fighting to the 1. Did he get in?
Boy, he's right on the goal line.
He is inside the 1-yard line. Black there. Sills. Carson Sills in there as well. And 4th and goal for the Bobcats. Less than a length of a football to try to get in. Now let's see if the Colts want a timeout. I believe they do. Both teams strategizing here. 4:53 left here in the third quarter. 33-7 Colts and a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well and step out for 30 seconds on KC 105 and YRP TV. Back after this.
Looking to buy land? Do you want 5 acres or more, say up to 50 acres? Bruner Land Company off I-77 Vocational Road, Byesville has land for sale. Buy acreage in Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, and Indiana. Bruner Land Company has 500 tracts of land to choose from and creative financing for buyers. When it's land you want to buy, it's Bruner Land Company you should call. Bruner Land Company, Byesville off I-77. Give them a call at 685-3064 or go to brunerland.com.
There too, he gonna get him. That's the guy I told you that's.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, a little extracurricular activity in the end zone there, huh? It's unusual that you would let I guess a student section right on the edge of the end zone, but a little interaction during the timeout. 4th and 1, you're in the J&M Electric red zone. The Bobcats are anyway. Quarterback sneak.
Well, that's absolutely in play.
Lashley. Everything's in play here. The beef is in on defense. Lashley, the lone back. Lawrence will go under center. Takes the snap. Lashley left side, knifing in. Did he get in? He did! From a yard out. So he again was right at inches off the ground going in there.
He wasn't very high off the ground for sure.
The Bobcats get to pay dirt. Marshall Lashley from a yard out. Long drive.
Sure was. Needed that in the first half.
Vincent on for the extra point attempt. 33-13. Snaps there, hold down, kicks up, and it is good. Hey. Contrary to the best efforts of the Colt student section, the Cats got it in anyway. 33-14. Your scoreboard update brought to you by Surgeon Construction. Thanks again to Dutro Ford, Lincoln, and Nissan, Allwell Behavioral Health Services. Marlene's Restaurant, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Bruner Land Company, and Anchors Appliance. 12 plays, partner. 12 plays. And I didn't even mark down the original line of scrimmage. It was like, I don't know, 80 yards?
Let's see.
Where did they start that drive at?
Let me look here. He returned it 30 yards. I think he was at the 33, maybe?
Okay.
No, 37, I think is where I started.
Okay. And now the Valentine Insurance kickoff. Vincent had done a pretty good job of keeping it away from the return men tonight. 33-14, Colts with the lead. We'll get the ball right back here. Kemp Insurance Agency touchdown by Marshall Lashley. He's been the Bobcats' horse tonight. This one kicked right at Farrell at the 21-yard line. Straight ahead now, puts on the Jets at the 25-30 and out across the 40, and the ball, well, body's diving on the ground like there might have been a loose ball there. And still a couple of guys rolling around. A Bobcat defender.
Morris on the spot for the Bobcats.
Brody Forshee will get up and make his way off.
At their own 42.
Colts with the lead. See if they can bounce right back. 4:39. They'll start this drive from their own 42. That's not terrible field position.
That's pretty good field position, especially when you have a 33-14 lead.
Colts scored quickly in their last possession, just 2 plays to cover the distance. Black in the backfield. He did it last time. Cats go to a 5-man defensive front. Black cuts back into the middle this time, and there's not much air. Lashley, a piece of that tackle. Shaw there as well. Got about 3.
And Black looks a lot bigger than he's listed at 5'11". I guess it does say 210. He looks like a big body out there.
210's big.
I forgot. I saw 5'11", but
I mean, if you and I stand side by side, 210.
Oh, I got him covered easily, 210.
Cats stay in that tight defensive front now. The Colts shift a little bit, forcing the Bobcats to loosen up defensively. Black shifts off to the left side as they change the play. Now back on the right side of, man, here comes the flag. And that is a delay of game. Without that clock on the field, teams have become reliant, have been able to look down the field and see that play clock.
Well, they do get a warning. They get a 10-second warning.
If you're looking.
Well,
you got to be looking at that back judge.
They're also, but they're also calling it out as well to let you know there's 10 and there's 5. So they should have known it's coming. Now, I can't hear, obviously, the officials on the field, but that's the protocol.
I think I could hear if I was down there. 3 wide to the right. Hand off, straight ahead, Black. Big yards up the middle, breaks tackles across the 50 into Cambridge territory again. And see if they mark him short of that first down. About a yard, maybe half a yard.
Puts him over the 100-yard mark, his 9th carry for 108.
Colts ready to go real quick. 3rd and a yard. Black again. Met at the line of scrimmage, but forward motion will carry him for the line to gain.
Mascalino on the start.
Mascalino on the stop for the Bobcats, but
first down.
Pretty slow on the chain gang, getting those chains moved over there. But there it is. When Riggins beats you to it, you know you're slow. 1st and 10, Bicon Services 1st and 10 Now Farrell will check in. Now here's the Lightning to Black's Thunder, huh? Farrell's had a couple of big gains tonight as well. Offset to the right. He'll take the fake. And Ray on the keeper pops it through into the sideline. Got a man to beat to the 20, to the 10, to the house. 48-yard run. Took it to the bank. $49-yard run. And the Colts answer just like that.
Haley Arnold to attempt the PAT.
Haley Arnold out there to loosen up the leg again. She's been about 50-50 tonight.
Yeah,
Blocking up front has to help
pretty
out.
Consistent. Tonight been a little different.
Good snap, hold down, kicks up. Boy, that one looks real good, and it is.
2:50 to go in the third.
And the Colts extend their lead 40-14.
Hey, the program wraps.
Stay tuned. More high school action on KC 105 and YRP TV coming up right after this.
Fall means cooler temperatures and the changing of the seasons. The Rogers Company is ready with all heating services. They install furnaces, geothermal, ductless systems for both residential and commercial. They provide repairs and maintenance to all makes and models. On the commercial side, they're the area's refrigeration company. Put the Rogers Company team to work for you. Call 740-685-8677. The Rogers Company says, go Colts.
Back at Capers Field. Scoreboard update brought to you tonight by Surgeon Construction. 40-14 Colts. Well, we just surged right through the red zone there as he ran it right through the red zone, the J&M Electric red zone, and Kemp Insurance Agency sponsoring all the touchdowns tonight. They've been busy too, and here comes the Valentine kickoff. Bang deep again, right in the direction of Shavers, through his hands and into the end zone. He'll go back and cover that muff up. Best thing he could do right there is let that one go.
Yeah.
That kick rolls in the end zone.
When you got to reach up over your head to go get it,
Yeah.
so let her go.
Probably a good chance it's going in. Yeah, luckily it took a good hop and got in the end zone because there were a lot of black jerseys down there ready to pounce.
Colts time of possession tonight. They have. If you look at the total time of possession, I don't think they've had it for 10 minutes.
Right.
But they've scored a lot. Bobcats, on the other hand, have 3 drives of 10 plus plays. Well, 2 of 10 plus, and another one of 8 plays. So they've been running it up and down the field, but they don't have the points to show for it. Whereas a year ago, Cambridge struggled to score points, only scoring double digits one time all year. Deep motion, handoff straight ahead, Lashley off the left side. Oh, wish I had a nickel for every time I said that tonight.
Woo, no doubt.
I'd have $1. Couple yards, maybe 3 on the game. Meadowbrook has responded tonight. Matter of fact, the Colts have only one possession tonight. They did not score a touchdown. They punted on their second possession. Other than that, they finished every drive with points. Cats with 5 wide. Flop into motion to the left, and that's where Lawrence will run. He'll throw it high and deep, jump ball, and trying to come back and make the catch unsuccessfully. Was King. He thought he might have been interfered with as he stopped to try to come back, and the defender ran into him, but no call. So 3rd and long. That's a pretty nice ball by Lawrence that time. High arcing throw, but just didn't get rid of it in time to let the receiver run to it.
Yeah, and he had a step or 2 on the defender, but again, rolling to his opposite side, that takes a lot of time to be able to stop and get set and get your body in the right position to get enough juice on it By then, he was too far down the field. That's why it was thrown short.
5 wide again for the Cats. 3 to Lawrence's right. Again, motion across. Lawrence will look that way, fire it out in the flat, has a man. Completed and hit immediately by Farrell.
Right there.
Might have been Loppin, who was in motion, went out there and pulled up in the flat. He got 5, but there was nothing on the run after catch there. So the Cats will punt the ball. 4th time, actually one was blocked. Dedrick back deep. Lowry to return near the midfield stripe. Angling it away from him. We'll take a hop for the Bobcats. Big one inside the 40. Now inside the 30 where it will roll dead at the 28-yard line. That's a big punt. Woo! I don't think this turf helps a little bit for kickers.
Well, sure it does, but he gets a nice spiral on that ball, though. We saw that a lot in that Indian Creek game. He had over 200 yards, I think, in that Indian Creek game kicking the ball.
I need to somehow get this turf to take it with me on the golf course because I need all the roll I can get.
It's getting harder and harder, partner.
I need every hole to be downhill with the wind.
I'd just like to hit some short grass like this once in a while off the tee.
Colts from the 28-yard line leading 40-14. 3 wide to the right. Ray takes the snap, fakes it, and keeps it again to the 30, 35, 40. Here we go. Down the sideline, takes on the defender and is finally brought down at the Bobcat 33.
All the way down to the Bobcat 33-yard line.
That is a nice read option that he has where he just rides black with the ball. Let the defender decide who you want to take. And if they jump on black, he pulls it and runs. And second time that's been successful. Another Bicon Services first down. And Michael Ray is probably over the 100-yard mark too.
Yes, he is. And I'll add that up here in just a second.
Hands it straight ahead to Black this time. He'll weave his way forward. And inside the Cat 30-yard line, Marshall Lashley. Some contact there. He seems like he's maybe the only guy playing defense right there now. Nobody else putting helmets on anyone. Down to 18 seconds. Quick pass out in the flat. That's completed. Lappert has it. He'll push his way forward inside the 25. And let's see, the clock will continue to run. And shy of the first down. Be the last play of the quarter, and it is. 1 play, 1 quarter left to go here at Eugene Capers Field. Meadowbrook on the move and enjoying a 40-14 lead. We'll be back. More high school football action on KC 105 and YRP TV right after this.
School's back. For some, things may feel overwhelming. Allwell is here to help you find a healthy balance. Our behavioral health services can keep your mind on track, while our primary care services can keep your body healthy. Our mission is to help people feel better, think more clearly, make good decisions, and have healthy relationships. We have offices in Zanesville, Coshocton, New Lexington, McConnellsville, Caldwell, and now on Wheeling Avenue in Cambridge. Visit us at allwell.org. Be well, stay well, all well.
Looking for a quick bite or a convenient stop near Seneca Lake? Visit High Street Seneca in Senecaville, Ohio. We're your local go-to deli and convenience store, serving up fresh, delicious sandwiches, snacks, cold drinks, and everyday essentials. Whether you're fueling up before a day on the lake or grabbing lunch on the go, we've got what you need, just minutes away from the water. Stop in today at 166 South High Street or call 740-685-5954. High Street Seneca, local, fresh, and always convenient.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, start of the 4th period, and the Colts on 3rd and short are going to go with the pass and across the middle and behind the intended receiver, Bentley Cedar. And Ray had all day.
Sure did.
He could have ran down there and handed it to him, but instead falls short. So certainly not going to go for it on 4th down. 4th in the yard. Colts have had no problem running for it anytime they wanted it. the Bobcat 24. Out of the pistol set, straight ahead. First down and more for the Colts. And Black right down the middle. Braden Black, 210-pound senior, pounds his way for another Bicon Services first down, and they are in the J&M Electric red zone.
12 carries, 127 on the ground for Black.
Couple of 100-yard rushers tonight.
Yeah, and Michael Ray, we didn't mention him yet, 121 on the ground.
Black again. Dragon defenders near the 10-yard line. Bunch of white jerseys in there. Take your pick.
A whole bunch of Cambridge tackles. And that's the ball of that battle.
I mean, this is really where it falls into Ray's wheelhouse when everybody jumping on that first ball carrier and he pulls that thing out.
Yeah.
Now Black steps out. Second and long. Handoff straight ahead to Farrell. Fake to him and then pump and pass to Cedar. Touchdown. 11 yards.
Flag on the play.
And there is a flag down right near the line of scrimmage. See what the call is. Hold the bus. Yeah, they're backing up here a little bit. Still sorting it out and waiting.
Well, it'd have to be a motion penalty or
illegal
man downfield.
That's the call.
Yep. Illegal man downfield.
Well, again, that time Ray rode the running back up into the hole, then pulled it out. The old, in your day, we called that the pop pass, right?
Yep, that's right.
In my day, it was called the jump pass, where you jumped up and threw it to the tight end.
Puts the ball on the 11-yard line. Second down.
And today, it's called a penalty.
Well, at least on that play it is.
Yeah. Move it back outside the 15 now to the 16, second down. And a redo. They'll run it corner route, and wow, that was in and out of the hands of Lowry. And that ball was well thrown. Lowry laid out, just couldn't quite come up with it. And it will be third down. Can pick up a first down near the 5-yard line, though. So Colts have gone to the air a little bit here. Started this drive on their own 28-yard line. This is play 8. To the right side, handoff to Farrell on the edge, and trying to get outside. Will get it inside the 15, but no more.
Farrell's first touch here in the second half, after having 85 yards on the ground in the first.
He could easily have 100 tonight, too.
There's still some time left.
So the Colts facing fourth down now. Will obviously go for it. Not going to employ the field goal kicker here, but taking the time and probably going to have to burn a timeout here because they do not. And here comes the flag in from the back judge.
Why?
I don't understand.
I don't know either.
He threw the flag, said, nobody's paying any attention to me.
Huh.
Well, the Colts will take the delay.
Yeah, I don't understand that one because
second time tonight that's happened.
Yeah, it looked like the official was standing there waiting for Coach Norman to call timeout, but
didn't do it.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe see it as running up the score, taking a timeout to try to score again. And instead, the Colts will go for it anyway on fourth down. Back to pass. Ray looking. Now forced out of the pocket. Fires it deep across the middle. Lowry there, in and out of his hands. Defended by the Bobcats, Michael McKay.
Boy, that was there.
It was there. Hit him in the hands.
Sure did.
I'm sure C.D. Lamb would tell you that the ball should be caught.
Yeah, for sure.
So the Colts turn it over on downs. And the Bobcats, with 10:04 left, will take over, down 40-14. Yeah, both teams tonight have had issues with clock management in some of those situations.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help when that play clock's not showing. But again, the officials are supposed to be counting down. But you're right, both teams have struggled with that tonight.
Guys will bring the offense in. Starting this drive from their own 17. Lawrence under center. Deep motion, handoff. Lashley, left side, drags Smalley a little bit that time, and he couldn't hang on for too long.
Jacob Burris on the stop.
Burris cleaned it up. Gain of about 7. And a flag from the far sideline. Sideline warning.
Yeah, the coach was beyond the numbers there. One of the assistant coaches, not where he was allowed to be.
Hey, at this point, if your first sideline warning doesn't come to the 4th period, you're doing something wrong. Usually we get those pretty early,
Trust
right?
me, that's a constant conversation when I'm over there on that sideline. Guys, you see the white? Just please stay back behind it.
Need to make the field wider. Lashley did not receive the ball cleanly. Ball loose on the ground. Let's see who comes out of there with it. Colts think they have it. Let's see if the Zebras agree.
No signal yet.
Nobody leaving their position, so.
No.
The Colts seem to think, still talking it over. Yep, that's the case. Yeah, Lashley looked like he never really had that ball going into the hole. He was looking for it and turns it over. Second turnover of the night for the Bobcats. The Colts come up with it. And now they will be in the red zone almost here immediately. 9:32 to go, 40-14. Colts, it's a Bobcat, 24. On the keeper, Ray, cut down by Shaw. Cats have seen that play a few times tonight and starting to get a feel for it. Gain of just a few. Coming up on the 9-minute mark. This game at one point was tied 7-7. Colts scoring the lone score of the first period. Toss sweep left side, trying to get outside unsuccessfully. Braden Black and slowed down and then drugged down by the Cats. Mascalino first contact. So 3rd and 7. Cat tied it up in the second period, but then it's been all Meadowbrook. 4 successive touchdowns to put this thing away. And looking for another one here. 3rd and long. 4 down territory. Black off the left side, breaks it to the edge and inside the red zone, brought to you by J&M Electric. It'll bring up 4th down. Lashley again on the stop. He's had almost as many tackles probably as he had carries tonight. Colts looking to the sideline for the play call. Now checking wristbands. They got it ready to roll. 4th down and 4. They need to get it to about the 15 to get a first down.
Well, they're going to run up against the clock here real soon, too.
Out of the pistol set. High snap, handoff. Farrell into the middle to the sideline. And he'll be knocked down inside the 10, but that's another Vicon first down. That's the Colts. So, yeah, you know how statistics can lie to you. That's the Colts' 10th first down. Bobcats have 10 first downs, too.
Yeah.
That's why first downs don't win games sometimes,
No,
right?
not quite. Big difference.
First and goal to go. Again, Farrell straight ahead, lowers the shoulders and Inside the 5, Lashley again for the Bobcats on the stop.
King on the stop. Down the 3-yard line. Snuck it down in.
Farrell running hard.
And that puts him over the 100-yard mark as well. 101 on 7 carries.
There's a trivia question in there somewhere. 2nd and goal. Farrell straight ahead. Lowers the shoulder. Didn't get in.
Just shy.
Farrell in the ball here.
Lashley, King.
And Lashley teaming up.
That's a pretty good pair of linebackers the Cats have in the middle, but it is 3rd and goal.
Well, Black's got 2, Ray's got 2, Farrell's got 1. You try to tie it up here. I'm guessing Michael Ray just going to go ahead and keep one himself here again to get 3, but may as well give Farrell his 3rd one.
Farrell's still in the backfield. Got Clendenning. Is that a blocking back in there? No. Well, it is.
Yeah,
he is right in front of him.
He'll
shift to the right side, and they're going to hand it to Farrell right behind him, and he will follow him into the end zone.
Well, Clendenning didn't do enough tonight. May as well put him in at fullback.
Yeah. He must have known we're giving away a big T-shirt for the power lineman of the game, right? The Colts extend their lead with 5:45 to go. And Bailey Arnold on for the extra point attempt. Good snap, holds down, at kick. Pulled to the left again. And the Colts extend their lead 46 to 14 as the kick is no good. Surgeon Construction scoreboard update, 46-14. We'll step out for 30 seconds. More coming up right after this.
Looking for an incredible deal on a new Ford, Lincoln, or Nissan? Come check out our vastly growing inventory selection and ask us about all the low APR options that are going on right now at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
If a new vehicle isn't in the budget, let us show you a pre-owned alternative that is sure to fit all your needs without breaking the bank. We know with the running from work to practice or games doesn't leave much time for car shopping, so view our full inventory online 24/7 at DutrosAuto.com.
Best of luck to all the coaches and players this year. Have a safe and successful season from all of us at Dutro Ford, Lincoln, Nissan.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, 4th quarter action, 5:16 to go, 46-14, 7 plays to go, the 24 yards after the turnover, and the Colts extend their lead. All of our updates tonight on the scoreboard brought to you by Surgeon Construction. Colts now getting ready for the Valentine kickoff, Valentine Insurance kickoff, and waiting. And this is going to be squibbed a couple of hops and into the hands of Arnold. Out to the 15, 20, and over the 25. Or check that, Braden Morris for the Bobcats.
Brennan Rice on the stop for the Colts.
No doubt at this point, probably start to see some of the young guys here or there, maybe. See a few different jerseys running in and out for the Colts. See a couple of familiar ones, too.
That's true. Should be a running clock in this situation, but there they go, and they started it. Should have been a running clock there on the kickoff.
And Springer in at the nose guard defensively. Direct snap back to Lawrence. He'll fake it, keep it, take it straight ahead for about a 4-yard gain.
Smalley and Blackstone on that stop.
Oh, maybe a 6-yard gain, huh? That might be a new look that they want for Lawrence there, huh?
That is his 9th carry for 47 yards.
So the Colts have 3 running backs over 100 yards tonight. As Lawrence hands it off straight ahead. And Lashley makes his way out near midfield, and another Bicon Services first down. So when was the last time, if ever, for either one of these teams, 2 runners had, or 3 runners had 100 yards in a
2
game?
running backs and a quarterback. That'd throw a wrench in it. Over 100 yards.
Or 3 players, period.
3
I
players,
don't
right.
even care if it was the coach with 100 yards. Low snap. Lawrence has to go down after. Finally falls on it.
Ball is loose, but the quarterback.
That was going to be a pass play. He had guys out there, but it went awry with the low snap. So a loss on the play. And Lawrence slow to get up. That's not a good thing for the Cats.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 guys pounced on him at the same time. Might have just lost his wind.
Yeah, he had the ball underneath him.
Right. Anybody's played football with the ball in their hands, you've had that happen to you once or twice. The tip of that ball just hits you in the right spot and just lose your breath. Making assumptions, of course.
Yeah, hoping that it's nothing more serious than that. Yeah, remove his helmet. That's probably a good sign too, right? Get some more air in there.
Mm-hmm.
So timeout on the field with the injury. 3 minutes left here. Colts in command, 46-14. We'll step out and be back with more right after this.
Step into North Star Barbershop, 1300 Clark Street, Suite 3, Cambridge, where every cut ends with a crisp razor shave tailored just for you. Our full-service approach delivers sleek fades, classic trims, and polished grooming in a friendly, relaxed vibe. Whether you're prepping for your day or a special event, our expert barbers ensure you leave looking and feeling your best. Ready for a fresh look? Book today on Booksy or call 740-501-8896. Good luck to all high school football teams this season.
Back at Eugene Capersfield, injured player was quarterback A.J. Lawrence, and helped up by teammates and helped to the sideline, limping a little, so that's not good news for the Cats. Cats lost one of their top running backs in Tate Sikora week 1. Week 2, his replacement, but Mason Hill came in. He went out with an injury tonight. Late in the game here on a botched snap, we see Lawrence go down. Hopefully it's not anything long-term for him, but he'll be replaced. And off straight ahead, Lashley pounds away. Tice Tolbert in a quarterback for the Cats. Running clock, 2:34 and counting. Third down, call it 13 for the Bobcats. 2:16 running clock. Late fourth quarter. Deep motion by Shaw. Option that way. Tolbert went to pitch it and lost control of it. Not sure he realized the relationship his running back was, and he went to pitch it, and Shaw wasn't just right there. Tried to yank it back in and fell on it, so it'll be fourth down for the Bobcats.
Fourth down, 18.
Send in the punt team once again.
Kendrick dropped out from the field, took the ball.
Tedrick back in punt formation. Lowry back deep for the Colts. Low snap, bounce once. Tedrick will pick it up and get off the low liner that Lowry will chase back inside his 20. Trying to get some room back there and will not, as the Cats will chase him down and get him right at the 20. He did a good job to keep it from rolling any further, but
yeah.
Bobcats covered that one pretty well. 1:04 left to go in the ball game. Colts will have one more possession in the running clock. Leading 46-14. Now you see the Colts just take a knee here, just get it going, right?
Yeah, not a lot of times, only a minute anyway.
Once that clock starts running, it's going to run. Victory formation for the Colts. So we'll see Ray take a snap and take a knee. And that's indeed the scenario as Michael Ray takes a snap. Officials will take their time to mark the ball for play. And we may not even have to do that again, huh? Not too many teams, though, take a 5-yard loss every time they take a knee.
Yeah, if there was one more play, he'd be in trouble.
In the
going under
shotgun
100.
set, yeah. So that's going to do it from Eugene Capers Field. Meadowbrook picks up their initial win of the year. They will move to 1-2. Bobcats drop to 0-3. Final score again tonight. Meadowbrook 46, Cambridge 14. Stay tuned. Our post-game wrap-up coming up. We'll have our players of the game, our linemen of the game. Power lineman brought to you by Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op. Our pizza player of the game from Plus One Pizza. As we recap this one from Eugene Capers Field after these messages.
Celebrate American pride with Anchor's Appliances. Whether it's a reliable washer, a powerful dryer, or the latest kitchen appliances, they have it all. Experience quality and service that makes your home shine. Visit Anchor's Appliances today at 223 North 1st Street in Cambridge. Make every day a celebration of American craftsmanship with Anchor's Appliances, your trusted hometown store.
Don't let our name fool you. At C&K Muffler and Brake, we do a whole lot more than just mufflers and brakes. From routine oil changes and diagnostics to transmissions, engine work, tires, and more, our expert mechanics keep your car running right. You'll find C&K Muffler and Brake at 220 South 2nd Street in Byesville, right across from People's Bank. C&K Muffler and Brake, trusted, reliable, and ready to get you back on the road.
Doan Ford is your destination for the ultimate Ford experience. Discover the thrill of the open road in a brand new Ford vehicle. Experience cutting-edge technology and safety features designed with you in mind. Whether it's the versatile Ford Escape SUV, the powerful Ford F-150, or the stylish Ford Bronco, you'll drive away with confidence, knowing you've made the right choice. Quality, service, and trust. That's the Doan Ford experience.
Meadowbrook Tire and Muffler in Byesville, Ohio delivers fast, reliable auto service tailored to you. From expert muffler repairs and exhaust work to front-end alignment, brakes, oil changes, struts, suspension, tire repair, and new and used tire sales, your car is in great hands. Since 1987, our accredited shop has built a sterling A-plus Better Business Bureau reputation and earned a 4.3 rating for quality, integrity, and friendly service. Stop by 350 Main Street or call 740-685-6405 today.
For 129 years, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance has proudly provided coverage for homes, farms, and families across Ohio. Our commitment to reliable, affordable insurance is something you can count on. Agents who write for us can be found at patronsbuckeye.com. Whether you're protecting your home, your land, or your legacy, we offer personalized service and true hometown care. Trust a neighbor. Trust experience. Trust Patrons Buckeye Mutual. Visit us at 16050 McConnellsville Road in Caldwell or find us on Facebook. Coverage that cares, close to home.
It's that time of year again. Football season is upon us. Hey, Mark Kelly here with Bicon Services, wishing all our local teams a great and successful year. As your premier commercial building contractor, Bicon Services is ready to tackle everything from small facility renovations to large industrial expansions. We're here to handle all your commercial and industrial needs under one roof. So while you're out there scoring the winning touchdown, let us work on making your next commercial project a success. Bicon Services, building the future one project at a time.
At Village Hardware and Rental in Barnesville, we've got everything you need for homeowner, contractor, and commercial jobs. From trusted Milwaukee tools and everyday hardware to pro-grade Valspar paint, trusted color you can count on. Plus, we offer paint mixing, key cutting, special orders, and commercial services too. And now, introducing our officially open firearms and ammo department. Fully stocked, trusted, and convenient. Whether you're working, improving, or protecting, Village Hardware and Rental is your one-stop shop. Drop by at 265 South Chestnut Street, Barnesville. Village Hardware and Rental. We make it easy to build the world around you.
Hey sports fans, looking for great food, fun, and unbeatable specials? Come on down to Marlene's Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week. Tuesdays are all about free pool and our hot hamburger special. Wednesdays it's Wings night. Come hungry. All weekend long they're packed with ball games and all the excitement. Plus check out our new lunch specials every Sunday. Good luck to all the high school sports teams. Call 740-685-2374 for carryout. That's Marlene's Bar and Grill, where food, fun, and friends come together.
Looking for a hometown barbershop with friendly service and expert cuts? Judy's Barbershop in Cambridge, Ohio is the place for you. From sharp fades and modern styles to timeless trims, Judy's knows how to keep you looking your best. Every visit is more than a haircut. It's a chance to relax, catch up, and walk out with confidence. Serving generations of families, Judy's Barbershop takes pride in quality and care.
High school football on WWKC Caldwell, Cambridge. KC 105.
Back at Eugene Capers Field, wrapping up the post game here. Colts victory tonight, 46-14 over the Bobcats. Colts got on top early. Cats tied it up, but from the mid-second period on, it was nothing but Meadowbrook. Colts got on the board first. Mike Ray from a yard out. Kick made it 7-0. The Cats answered. Lawrence to King, a 34-yard touchdown pass, 7-7 after that. But then Farrell from 53 yards out made it 13-7. Avante Lofton, a block punt return, 25 yards, 20-7. And then just before half, Black, a 1-yard run, made the halftime score 26-7 Colts. Third period, Colts had the ball first, end zone. Braden Black from 69 yards out, just 2 plays to cover the distance, 33-7. Lashley for the Bobcats would respond at the 4:49 mark from a yard out, and the Cats closed the gap to 33-14, but then all Colts. Mike Ray from 49 made good on a 4-play drive, 40-14 then, and then Farrell closed things out to the 5:45 mark with a 1-yard run, 46-14. Your final score tonight from Eugene Capers Field as the Colts now 1-2 on the season. The Bobcats fall to 0-3, and more injury concerns for the Cats is late in the game. Starting quarterback sophomore A.J. Lawrence went down, hobbled off the field, and we have to check on his availability for the near future because the Cats already down playmakers. There aren't many left.
No, that will be a huge hole to fill for sure if he has to sit out any time, because next week Cambridge does have a home game back at the friendly confines, and they have Brooke, West Virginia, who's now a member of the Buckeye 8 in town, an opportunity to compete in that game. Brooke's numbers are down, and they've been struggling a little bit, so you certainly want your number one quarterback in game for that.
Post-game wrap-up here and a Colts victory. Their first of the season. That will extend the Colts win streak here, 3 in a row over the Bobcats in the last few years, and a big win tonight to propel them forward. I think they're on the road next week to Crooksville, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. Crooksville turned the table the last couple years. They've been pretty competitive. They had Riverview tonight, so I assume that would be a win for them. So it should be a showdown next week. Crooksville 3-0, and Meadowbrook coming off a big win.
Post-game wrap-up here, where we talk a little bit about the players, the plays, and the stats. And one of the questions I propose. I haven't had anybody respond to me. You're the guy in the know.
Yeah.
If there's anybody out there that knows anything, they can certainly contact you. But we had 3 Colt players tonight go over 100 yards rushing.
We did.
And I'm, in my memory, which isn't very good, but it goes back a long way. I think I left it back there. But I don't recall anybody in any high school game that I've done over the years have 3 guys on the same night rush for over 100 yards. Now, I do remember a time when I was coaching way back when we had 2 guys rush for over 100 yards for the Bobcats in the same game. But I can't remember 3. So this might be a
could be
a unicorn.
Whether it's a unicorn or not, I wouldn't assume that happens very often. So you have to get out the record books for sure to try to find something like that. I'm sure it has happened at some point.
Well,
but
just so
pretty
everybody
rare.
tonight will know who the answer is, at least
That's
now.
true. So you better write it down now because it'll be a trivia question at some point. Braden Black, 15 carries, 134 on the ground, and 2 scores. Michael Ray, 10 carries, 119 on the ground for 2 scores. And then Aiden Farrell, 9 rushes, 104 and 2 scores. Now, those are unofficial, so Aiden's might be under 100, but I'm usually pretty close. So
pretty close.
Unofficially, 104. So 34 carries. Those are the only 3 guys that carried the ball all night. 34 carries for 357 and 6 scores. That's pretty efficient offense. And then throw in Michael Ray, 6 for 12 through the air for 95 yards. A couple big ones. The first play to Blake Lappert for 43 yards. Then he also had a 39-yarder. There were a couple other smaller ones mixed in there. Braylon Lowry led the way with 3 catches, 53 yards. Jacob Burris, 1 catch, minus 3 yards. Blake Lappert, 2 catches, 45 yards. So Colts didn't have to put it up in the air that much. They got a little bit aggressive at the end of the first half when they thought they were trying to run the clock out, and Cambridge took a timeout, so then they started throwing the ball a little bit more. But pretty efficient tonight if you're Meadowbrook. A good game to get your feet wet in that win column and get a little bit of confidence leading into your league play.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 tough games to start, right? I mean, so they were feeling pretty good about tonight, their chances, just knowing that Cambridge was down a little bit. So, and they certainly delivered. I mean, 357 yards on the ground, that's pretty impressive. Cambridge, on the other hand, 44 rushes for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. No, I'm sorry, 1 touchdown on the ground, and that went to Marshall Lashley, who also went over 100 yards tonight. 26 carries for him for 105 yards and that score. Lawrence, 10 carries, 38 yards, and then a couple other guys in there with just a rush or 2. A.J. Lawrence, 5 for 8 through the air, 1 pick, 55 yards and a score, that 34-yarder to Raider King in that first half. Levi Walker led the way, 2 catches, 14 yards. Raider King, of course, had the most yards with 34. So not very balanced, obviously, offensively for Cambridge. They're very run-heavy. Everybody knows that coming in. Looked good at times running the ball, but when you're Meadowbrook, defensively, you weren't too worried about Marshall Ashley running the ball up the middle for 2, 3, 4 yards, because even though they're taking a lot of time off the clock, you're bending, but you're not breaking. How many times do you hear that phrase, right? And that was true. They didn't give up the big hitters. They gave up a couple big plays to Lashley, but not very many, for goodness sakes. He only had 1 rush over. Well, I'm sorry, he had 2 at 11 and 1 at 15. Other than that, they were all 2, 3-yarders. So they kept him controlled, didn't let anybody really get outside other than Lawrence, a couple broken plays. So that bend not break defense, they did really well on the defensive end, and really there was no pressure in the passing game. So
well, I don't think the Cats had a 100-yard rusher last year, and maybe not the last 2 years. So that would be a first for them in recent memory too.
And he worked his butt off. I mean, he does every game, as you said, on the offensive end. But defensively, he's a middle linebacker too. He's always out there with his head and where the ball is, and getting involved in every play. So Overall good game for Marshall Lashley, of course. But Cats struggling on the ground a little bit. But you got to credit Meadowbrook's defense for slowing them down, not letting them in the end zone.
Well, that sets us up for our Pete's +1 players of the game, and for both the Colts and the Bobcats tonight. You mentioned him. Marshall Ashley will be our recipient for the Bobcats there. Complimentary pizza ticket, and Michael Ray for the Colts. So congratulations to both those guys, our +1 players of the game. And power lineman of the game brought to you by Guernsey Muskingum Electric Co-op. If you listen, especially early tonight, this guy was on the tackle. Just about every play. Of course, the Bobcats just kept running on him every play, sure. And he kept making the play. Casey Clendenning for the Colts, a senior center and a nose guard.
And fullback that goes in motion.
Yeah, he was a blocking back. My goodness, tonight he did a little bit of everything.
That's what put it over the top for me.
Absolutely.
That's why he got my vote.
Yeah. Well, now we have to call him the power lineman /lineman of the game. Before you know it, he's going to be wanting to carry the ball, too.
Was he punting, too? Who was punting today for them? He wasn't on the starting lineup punting,
only had, it might have been Clendenning.
No, it was a bigger guy. 50. No, that's, I don't know. You got my starting lineup sheet.
I think it was. Clendenning was a kicker, too.
How did I guess that? I mean, that was.
You can do it all.
There you go. That was a no-brainer.
And our power lineman of the night as well. Final score 46-14. Colts get their first win of the year. I want to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest: Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Abel's Electric Heating and AC, Allwell Behavioral Health Services, Dutro Ford Lincoln Nissan, High Street Seneca LLC, Surgeon Construction, Marlene's Restaurant, North Star Barbershop, C&K Muffler and Brake. It takes a lot of people to make this happen. Doan Ford, Village Hardware and Rental, West 40 Auto Sales, Bicon Services, R.C. Rogers Company, Meadowbrook Tire, Judy's Barbershop, Bruner Land Company, and Anchor's Appliance. Thank you all for sponsoring tonight's broadcast and our video stream on YRP TV. And thanks to Bryce, too, who did an excellent job. Set up, got us rolling tonight.
Yep.
And
kept us on time.
Well, this might be one of the few times we've had no technical difficulties.
That is amazing, yeah.
Everything worked.
Must be all Bryce.
It all takes a little blood, sweat, and tears as long as it's someone else's. JV, you and I back in action tomorrow night, back at McFarland Stadium as the Bobcats do host the Brook Bruins, and Cambridge still trying to break that streak.
Yep, Brook comes into town, into Cambridge. Next week we'll be there, and again, Meadowbrook on the road at Crooksville. And remember, the JV game next week for Meadowbrook will not be at home Saturday morning. It will also be at Crooksville.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We'll see you again next week from McFarland Stadium. Final score 46-14. Colts on top of the Cat tonight. For the entire ABC Sport team, I'm Bill Kafury. Good night. See you then.
You've been listening to High School Football, a presentation of ABC Sports and WYLE FM, Byesville, Cambridge's FM 97.7.